All right. Here we go. Here we go. We are live. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's official. We made it. 200,000 subscribers on YouTube. Just in time. Oh my God. I wanted to do the celebration for this today. We just hit it about 8 minutes ago. So we timed that absolutely perfect. Welcome, everyone. We'll let everybody funnel in here as we prepare ourselves for this celebration. Thank you, everybody. We got some fun stuff to talk about. We're going to be doing a bunch of giveaways, giving away a bunch of merch to celebrate. It's going to be a good time. Hadn't been not that long ago. You know what's crazy, guys? I'm going to show you this. Hold on, let me pull up my Instagram. 1 year ago, where we were, it's been a wild ride. I think people forget how new I actually am to the space. Let's see, where's this? Oh, here we go. Here's what I'm looking for. All right, so check this out, guys. This was just over 1 year ago. 1 year ago. 30,000 subscribers on YouTube last July. I guess what we did a couple days over a year ago. So yeah, it's been a wild year for sure. Thank you all for being with me the entire way. I know a lot of you guys have been here for the entire thing. Oh shit. My boy JD's in the chat. Guys, I know a bunch of you know JD Delay because you constantly comment on my pictures that I look just like JD Delay. But what you guys don't know, which we actually do, I'm looking at his profile. Let's see, we get this. We actually do look a lot alike. Also, what you guys didn't know, me and Jay, this is a funny story. I don't know if I told you guys this story before. Me and JD have known each other for what? I don't know what, JD, like 20 years. Me and JD used to party together back in the day before YouTube was even a thing. Yeah, when I was DJ Sunshine. You guys know my DJ days? Well, JD was with us during all that, man. That's what's so crazy about it. I joined the military. JD had his wild story of how his life unfolded, which you guys know, and he's absolutely crushing it. So the funny thing is, guys, I would see JD's stuff all the time, and I would always see him, right? And my brain just for some reason couldn't put two to two together. Every time I see his stuff, I'm like, God, he looks exactly like another JD Delay I used to know, which is ridiculous that I didn't actually put these things together because obviously there's not going to be multiple JD Delays that are JD's twin. And then randomly I saw a throwback picture on Facebook from one of our mutual friends. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's the JD Delay that I think JD Delay looks just like. And I click on the profile, and it goes to his stuff. It's like, oh no shit, it's the same person. And JD lives like 10 minutes away from me, guys. So me and JD are, once we can get our schedules unfucked together, we're going to be doing some content together. I'm super stoked. Good dude. So thanks, buddy. All right. Let's see. Why am I not? Oh, here we go. Oh, we got that one. Let's go for 300K. Hell yeah, man. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. The Town Drunk, $10. Congrats, Nate. Hopefully you finally get. Yeah, Brent still hasn't sent me the fucking whiskey. I don't know if he's in here or Vanessa's in here yet. I don't know this fucking guy. All right, Cal. Thank you, guys. Can't even count to 200,000. It's kind of crazy. We also hit, which is not as an impressive, but it's harder to do. We also hit 20K on Instagram a couple days ago. Right, we're making some moves, and not only that, the second channel, guys, on American Thor. Let me pull that up. Oops, no, that's not what I want. I think we're getting close. Wrong one. Stand by. Here we go. Got it. Getting close here. We almost are at 20K on the new channel. We've been live for 2 weeks on the new channel, which is insane. This new channel, if you guys haven't watched it, man, this channel's popping off. For whatever reason, you guys seem to enjoy listening to me just talk shit about fake alpha males and throw in PDFs in the wood chipper, which is JD Delay's joke, which I steal now. So shout out to him for that joke. All right, let me close this off. All right, so yes, we're going to do a giveaway early before the chat fills up. All right, so you guys who are, of course, always here right when it starts. Where's Munchkin? She's sleeping right now, but we'll get her here in a little bit. I want to let people funnel in before we screw with her. All right, we're going to do a giveaway right away because you guys that are here are always the ones that are here right when we start the live streams before all the other stragglers roll in over the next hour. All right, so I think this time I got my Nightbot working again. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this. All right, I should. All right, this should work. All right, we're about to put this live. We tried this before. Last time we tried this, Nightbot started banning everyone, but I think I turned those settings off. I know, Jasmine. I know. I think we're good though. All right. So here we go. We're going to try it. What you guys need to do is just type VFT. I believe it's cap sensitive, just like this. In the chat. Not yet. I got to click it to go live. All right. You only got to do it. Not yet. Not yet. It's not live. You have to do it once it's live. All right. Here we go. All right. VFT's in the chat. We're doing one early. Giveaway early. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, you guys. Oh, I think I can share the screen here. Yeah. I'll share the screen of it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to be doing a bunch of giveaways tonight. We got a bunch of new merch. Got some real sick merch coming, guys, that you guys are going to like. Get those VFTs in. We're going to do our first giveaway. What are we going to be giving away? I'll show you guys right now. You guys are going to like this. We got something special that we got done up. Here we go. The new tank tops. We're giving away. We're going to give away probably like 5 of these today. The TK Sucks tank top. I'm really happy about my artist's work on this one, guys. The TK Sucks tank top is going to be the first one. The best part about this tank top, guys, my artist who does all of my artwork, he did the logos, did the Munchkin artwork, everything. He actually has a silver star and a bronze star medal with Valor. So he has all the awards that Tim's lied about, and he wanted to draw that up for me. So that's from a Green Beret who has all the Valor awards that old Timmy has lied about. All right, let's see what we got. Let's bring this back up, and we're gonna pick a winner. I don't think. All right, here we go. I think we're good. Huh? Juice box. All right. Also, you have to be in America, by the way. You got to be in America. Juice box. Message me. Let me know that you got it. You are the winner. Juice box. Let me know. Otherwise, we got to re-roll. You got to send something to me, brother. There it is. All right. Juice box. Message me on Instagram. We'll make sure we get that to you. All right. There we go. We got the first one out of the way. We're going to be doing, I don't know, we're going to do a shit ton of giveaways tonight. We're going to do them intermittently as we go, as we're talking shit and hanging out, guys. The good thing is I made the title and thumbnail about this to where it's not going to be flashy and grabby. So it's really just people that are going to be hardcore followers of the channel that are going to be in here today, which is what I want. Oh, yeah, guys. So the TK tank tops are coming in on the next order, which will be in a few days. So they're not up on the website yet, but I will put out a message for you guys when they go live, because they're probably going to sell fast because the artwork's really good. It's blown up. They'll look just like these tank tops, but with the giant Tim Kennedy. All right. Is Instagram necessary? No, you could also email me if you win. All right. So let's see what we're going to talk about today. Interesting stuff coming on. We're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about the Sig P320 because it's taken a crazy turn. If you guys haven't heard, who has heard about what happened with the airmen? The airmen who initially supposedly had this 320 go off has now been arrested by the Air Force. So things have gotten a little crazy with that story. Well, we're going to talk about that. Let's see. A lot of people keep asking me about the whole Aguilar Gaza thing. We can talk a little bit about that. This is kind of my take, baloney, but I got to go into detail on it when we get there. All right. All right. Where am I at? All right, Grand Bear, 5 memberships. Thank you, brother. All right, Count. I love this name. Count Ejacula, $5. Congrats on 200K, bro. I'm a Normie Air Force vet, but love the content. You ever see the Bozo King Azoulay's Secret Squirrel Spec Op claims? Yes. If you guys haven't seen this guy, I did this episode over on American Thor. Let me pull it up. This guy, we're going down JD Delay's lane of content, making fun of these fucking crazy fake alpha males and pedos and shit. But this guy over here on this King Azoulay, man, he is. If you guys follow the fake alpha male world,
before I was known.
Watch this. I'll just let you watch the intro to this, so you can get a little idea of who this guy is. All right. Sorry for the cringe. He's kind of like an Andrew Tate light, right? Like an Andrew Tate knockoff.
Before I was known, girls wanted me. Now, all the girls want me. Whatever girl will come across my platform, she wants to date me. She sees, okay, this is a good guy. He's the perfect guy. This is the kind of guy you probably want to bring home to your parents.
Yes, absolutely, guys. If there's anything I know women love, it's a 5'4" broke dude who's a convicted sex offender. So yeah, there you go. There's old Timu Tate, right? That dude's a convicted S offender for a minor, so he's a unreal huge piece of shit. But that's what we're doing. We do some of that stuff on the new channel. Mr. I fought 30 guys at once. Yeah. Oh, so you asked about his clear unit. Unfortunately, I tried to find those clips. I couldn't find them before I made that episode where he talks about being in some, I don't know, what is it, some Israeli special operations behind the scenes unit. Here's the thing I'll tell you about pretty much any special operations unit is they don't take convicted S offenders. Like, you're not going to get a security clearance with that. And so just right out the gate, I can tell you guys that's completely made up. And that's just not a thing. Yeah. One of those. I think what's 51 grenades? I think 51 grenades is about 42, 43 pounds. So you could probably. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. Going 18x. Any words of advice? Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of words of advice I could give you. Depends on where you're at in it. I mean, success rate's low. Let's be upfront and honest about that. However, biggest thing you can do is not quit. I know that sounds kind of like you're going to hear that from everyone, but 60% of getting through becoming a Green Beret or a Navy SEAL is just not quitting. Literally, just that. Not much more complicated than that. Don't be a dickhead. Be nice to people. Be respectful. Like, pretty basic stuff. Carry the heaviest weight. Never complain. You do all those things, and then you just got to pass your tasks, and you have a pretty good chance of making it. It's really not that complicated, but a lot of people struggle with that. He with Anthony Aguilar? No, I didn't see Matt. Matt interviewed him directly. I know Matt called me this morning, but I was at the gym. I didn't actually get to talk to him. Somebody fill me in. What happened? From what Matt told me, he said he completely exposed the dude which I thought he was already exposed. I thought we were done with this story, which I want to talk about a little bit. Not necessarily this guy or this story. Oh shit! What was the breakdown? What'd you guys come to the conclusion of? Yeah, I don't really care about that. Like, he's just his thing with Tucker. You just go on and can spew whatever bullshit you want. Him talking to Matt, that's very that's a very different. That's a hostile environment, right? What'd you guys come to the conclusion of with that? Did you guys feel like Matt exposed him, or do you feel like he defended himself? Because again, I haven't watched it. What's the chat think? He's full of shit. Well, I already know he is. Antihero did an entire episode on it too. Can't explain everything on the chat. You need to watch it. All right, I'll probably have to go watch it. Yeah, but here's kind of something that's interesting about that. Couldn't talk about any of his private shit, and he defended himself. Here's the thing, guys. Here's what I'll tell you. Okay, I don't think it's any more complicated than this. Let me just listen to me, right? Hear me out. And again, this is me saying as a guy who will say I should probably get my protection flag out for this. Just stand by, guys. We're about to. Oh yeah, I don't believe that for a second. Because I know people that he was texting. So yeah, that's not going to work. So okay, let me explain this one, guys, because I keep hearing this too. Yes, the charges were dropped. Okay. I mean, how detailed do I want to go, right, on this? I'm not going to look. I know his wife's name. I know the entire story. I'm not going to go that detailed because it's not my place without talking to her first, right? But when you get fired because you put your wife in the hospital from domestic violence, here's the thing, guys, with domestic violence, if she decides she wants to drop the charges, we saw this happen with Mike Glover's situation as well, guys. Then yeah, that's not true. Yeah, allegedly. This is very, very, very. It's actually extremely common in domestic violence, especially with spouses, is that they decide to drop the charges because they don't want their husband to go to jail or prison. So that doesn't necessarily mean nothing happened, right? And when you're fired from your command position for something, that shows a lot. Yeah, I'll get to the donos, guys. So again, sure, whatever, man. I'm not here to decide what his wife wanted to do or his ex-wife wanted to do or not. Yeah, I don't. Go ahead, send it to me. My dad's an attorney, dude. I'm not worried about it. Again, I don't know. I don't know what happened directly. What I can tell you, let me get back to this. None of it. Well, also lying about silver stars. Again, here's what I'll say. This is, I think, all you need to know about this entire situation. Regardless, here's what I'll say up front. Do I think? Let me get the flag out because I could actually, I could get nuked for what I'm about to say. Stand by. We got to get our protection. All right, let's start getting some. First of all, let's start getting some. Let's get some Israel flags in the chat. Some pro-Israel responses in the chat. We're gonna need it for what I'm about to say. Get those flags up. Protect the channel. Right? Flags up in the chat. We are pro-Israel on this channel. We love Israel more than anything in the world. APAC, send me cash. There we go. All right. Let me lead with this. Come on, I need some flags in the chat. All right, there we go. There we go. Good. Now, do I believe that a lot of the things he's talking about are happening in Gaza? Yes, I do. Do I believe that there is the G word going on in Gaza? Yes, I do. Do I believe this is a huge problem? Yes, I do. Okay. I'm with you guys on that. You guys know that. Do I believe the IDF is a huge problem and is untrained and is probably committing war C words? Yes, I do. Okay. Right? We'll lead with that. However, does that make this guy a credible source? Two things do not have to be true at the same time. And I know this is hard for people to believe because when someone says something that goes along with the narrative that they believe, they want to automatically just agree with it. Okay. I get it. I get it, guys, right? Tribalism. I would like to believe him. It would be, to me, the way I personally feel here's the thing, guys. When I first saw the clip or the thumbnail of his thing with Tucker, I was super excited. I was like, fuck yes. A fellow GB in Gaza exposing this shit. I was pumped. I'm not like Matt. I don't have, me and Matt are in polar opposites. I was pumped for this dude. I was like, fuck yes, finally, we're going to get a real credible source to get something out of here. And then I watched the interview. And within 2 minutes of the interview, I started going, oh, who is this guy? And then, of course, I checked the Green Beret channels. Started talking to guys that worked with him. And you find out all of these things. Horrible reputation, hated, kicked out of SF, all these different things, right? Which is unfortunate, right? And then you find out, and let me get to the final thing on this. Because again, I would love to believe him. And again, I'm not saying I don't believe what he's saying didn't happen. What I'm saying is I don't believe him personally as a single interviewer. So my only thing is this. If you watched these things happen, why did you beg for your job back after you watched them happen? Can anybody answer that? Who could watch what he claims he watched and then beg for your job back? That is horrifying to think what let's say that's true. Let's say what he saw, hypothetically, guys, everything he saw, he's being honest about. Imagine this. He really saw that. And then he begged for his job back for weeks. What a horrible fucking person. He's a horrible person either way you splice it, guys. Are you starting to get this? If it's true, begging for his job back after he saw it, disgusting human being. If he made it all up, disgusting human being. He's a lose-lose in my book. And again, as a Green Beret, I would love to support the dude. I would. Because I agree with his side. I agree with his narrative. But he's not a valid source. Okay? And it's very important that we get valid sources. Not just some dipshit that's going to spout off a bunch of made up stuff to push a narrative. That's not what we need, guys. That just gives the other side opposition more ammunition, right? All right. But I want to talk about Tucker and Candace and a few things when we talk about controlled opposition, because there's some really weird shit going on with them. But let's hit some super chats first before we fall too far behind. And then I'll get back to that. Here we go. John Pittman, $20. Nate, congratulations. I've been watching since long before the election, and it's been great watching you grow. Thanks for all the content. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. You've definitely been around for a while. So is Kangaroo Bot, no doubt, brother. You're always here supporting. Hey, Nate, can you tell us about these social media influencers who have been visiting Afghanistan and meeting the Taliban? I don't know about that, dude. I had not heard about that. That is interesting, though. Do you have any names of who these influencers are? I will say I have heard the Taliban are trying to turn Afghanistan into a place where like Americans can come back to and like actually opening up the doors, which is interesting. Panzer Crusade, $5. Air Force about to frame a guy to cover for Sig. Yeah, we're going to talk about that next. That's the next topic. Smells like someone's pockets got some change in it. Yep, next topic. Blue, $5. It was interesting. He denied everything and claims the texts were sent from another person over Signal chat. Matt tried to help him somewhat. Maybe they were. Doesn't change his reputation and the things he did in group before this ever happened. For me personally, I know a bunch of people that know him personally, and it's nothing but bad stuff. And not very many Green Berets have that reputation, by the way. Very, very few. Papa Penguin, $50. First, most ass kickings don't fall out of the sky. Second, what was their smoke? There's typically fire. Third, what do you think potential blowback of Trump giving the DOD? That's going to be our third topic of the day, brother. Appreciate it. Trump giving the DOD the green light on cartels in Mexico. We're going to talk about that. Okay, promise. So let me answer that when I get to it, right? Which is going to be on the third. That way I don't move the episode all over. But we are going to talk about that. Appreciate you. Very generous. Joe Saunders on Matt's Live. I didn't like how Aguilar seemed to hide or explain away hiding behind cancer. Cringe. Just saying. Yeah. And, talking about multiple kids you adopted when you didn't adopt them, allegedly. Well, one of them, I guess. Being blind, autistic, all these things. Trying to get sympathy, even if those things were true, trying to get sympathy for your family like that. Nah, dog. Puppet, $5. Thanks for your program. Appreciate you, brother. TG Para, $5. Breaking. Yep, this is the next one we're talking about. Investigating airmen for involuntary manslaughter and the death of an airman. Involuntary manslaughter, really? That's what they're going with? Yeah, I got an article we're going to look at right after this once I hit the Tucker stuff. $5. I think you were right about the clout and push to mainstream media. He gives off bad vibes for sure. Again, I think he's an opportunist. That's all I'll say. I think he saw him, so he had an opportunity here. I'm not going to say he's vindictive enough to have gone in with a plan or anything like that. I think he's pissed he got fired and he's got an opportunity in front of him. Pop Penguin, $5. He begged for his job back after witnessing crimes because he's a POS or lacks spine. Either way, he's pathetic. Sponsored by whiskey. That's my point, right? If he really saw these things, that's horrible. Then why did you beg for your job back? Doesn't make any sense to me. I wouldn't. Matthew Hawkins, $5. Congratulations on 200K. Thank you, brother. Been watching since last year. Never missed a video. Hell yeah, man. I love the channel. Keep it up. Appreciate you. Last one before we move on. An active account, $5. Been watching a bit now, and I'm really happy to see you getting far. What's your opinion on Sarah Adams and what she's had to say? You must not watch me that much because I don't usually have a lot of nice things to say about Sarah Adams. I think she talks a big game, but doesn't have probably the actual experience to back up what she's saying. I'll just say that. Did I miss one? Oh, one more. John Hanish, $20. He was not fired. He didn't put her in the hospital. She signed an affidavit that she was drunk and had an accident. Yeah, I bet she did. Yeah, buddy. And the documents you saw about him being arrested were fake. Green Beret nap tag is fake and G-word. Yeah, maybe. I doubt it. Doubt it, brother. You guys can believe what you want. I don't believe that, though. I know how DV usually works. And I know the unit that he was removed from afterwards. It is what it is, man. Again, you guys, if you want to support this dude, right? Like, and you want to believe what he has to say, cool. Here's what I'll say. I am, and this is what I've been talking about with Tucker and Candace. You guys know I'm big fans of both Tucker, or was. Tucker was probably my favorite journalist. Used to be a huge fan of Tucker and Candace. Loved her stuff. And this whole thing and what I've been watching, even though they're sort of jumping on the anti-grift, it's very, very odd. It all feels very, very odd to me with what's going on with those two. It's hard to explain, right? And this whole Aguilar thing is what really made me start going, how did, like, when you talk about Candace Owens, all this journalistic integrity and tracking down all this crazy shit about like potentially the French president and his wife and all this stuff, you're able to have all this journalistic integrity and background checking, but then you like platform a dude like this with like zero background check, and Tucker just had Rob O'Neill on, let him spew his bullshit. So I'm starting to be like, what is going on here? Because here's the thing about both Tucker and Candace. Like they've only been critical of this for like 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. Like I've been anti these countries for years, since the start. And now all of a sudden everybody, like, it's like the cool trendy thing now. And I get it, right? I get the grift. Now that things are moving in the way of tons of people, obviously, like me, like you guys, are saying, oh, this is a fucking problem. And they're all pretending like they're Nick Fuentes, right? And they've been doing this and exposing this for years. This is like brand new for them. And they're trying to like discredit anybody who even like has any type of outside, like, oh, you want to be critical of Tony Aguilar's story? Oh, we're going to attack you. And it's like, really? When did you guys become the voice of the, America First side? Because you never have been. And again, that's me saying this as somebody that was a big fan of both of these people. Do you guys like in the chat, you guys feel like weird watching their content recently, even if it's like narratively along the lines of how you feel? I don't know if you guys are getting that at all. But for me, that's kind of how I feel about both them, where it's like, I like that you guys are doing content on what you're doing, but like, it seems so disingenuous. It seems so fake. It seems so like, am I wrong on that to feel that way? Does it not just feel like these guys are like, they're both just full of shit, even though they're saying the things that I like they're saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe they're trying to find another niche. Yeah, it's super weird, guys. I don't know how. I get like the idea of, CIA paid opposition, like, but I just can't like figure out what the hell's going on. Like like Candace Owens think about this, guys. Candace Owens was working with the Daily Wire, like what, 6-7 months ago she was working for Ben Shapiro for a year. And then all of a sudden she's like, I don't know, man. And Tucker is another one, man. He was shilling for these guys for years on Fox News, like a decade. Which, whatever, right? But I don't know, man. And it's kind of we're gonna do it. We'll do another giveaway here in a sec. It just feels like it all feels so fucking fake. And now it's like whatever way the wind blows, right? When October 7th happened, they weren't spouting off any of that shit. You know what I said on October 8th? October 8th, the day after, when, oh my God, everything riled up. We got to send everybody billions of dollars. You know what I said? I said, it seems really weird to me that the most heavily guarded border in the entire world just all of a sudden didn't have any soldiers on it. And Mossad, who is so good that they carried out all the things we started happening in Iran, had no idea this was coming from a podunk fucking budget ass terrorist cell in Hamas. Really? That's what I said on October 8th. But now, a year and a half, 2 years later, everybody's on board, like Tucker and no, not Charlie Kirk. He ain't there yet. Tucker and Candace, right? Yeah, of course BB knew what's up. He fucking coordinated it, dude. Again, that's why we got the flags up for this one tonight. All right. So let's do another giveaway. We got more people in the chat now. Let's see. What do we want to give away? Let's see. What do we want to give away? We got a bunch of different stuff we can give away today. Let's do. Oh, we got the new Valhalla tank tops in green. Whoops. Stand by. Let's do. How about these? Let me share screen. Yeah. The forest green Valhalla VFT tank tops. There they are. We are going to do the next giveaway, everybody. Here we go. All right. Hold on. Reset entries. All right. VFTs in chat. VFT. VFTs in chat. Spam them in there, boys and girls. All right. See that? Let's go ahead and put the giveaway up on the screen. Luckily, Nightbot is not executing the viewers today. We've muchly figured that out. All right, everybody get them in. Get them in, get them in. Guys, I've basically taken like a month off of drinking. It's been great. I'm getting pretty shredded. But I'm celebrating for 200K tonight. VFT's in the chat. We'll give it about 20 seconds. Get them all in. Get them in if you haven't. About 10 seconds. Oh, yeah. All right. Here we go. Choosing a winner. Last moments. 3, 2, 1. Wow. Ooh, Shark Attack. 37. Keep in mind you have to be in America. If you're not in America, just tell me you're not in America and we'll re-roll it. If not, Shark Attack. Message me, buddy. Let me know you got it. Excuse me. Shark Attack. Shark Attack. Let's go. Come on, buddy. There it is. Shark Attack. All right. Message me on Instagram, brother. Valhalla VFT on Instagram. And we will get that sent out to you. All right. Let's see. We want to do one more? We'll do one more right now. How about that before we keep talking? We'll do let's do also, yeah, if you Juicebox, hit up my email, ValhallaFirearmsTraining@gmail.com. We'll get you there too if you don't have Instagram. Hey guys, if you don't have Instagram, ValhallaFirearmsTraining@gmail.com. All right, we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do another TK tank top. The new TK tank tops. Here we go. Reset, VFTs in chat. Let's go. TK tank top, the new ones coming out. Yeah, if you win, guys, in the email, tell us what you won and the size you want. Make sure you put those two things. And then obviously your shipping information. All right, VFTs in the chat. All right, while you guys are VFT in the chat, I'm going to hit some super chats. All right. Pop Penguin, $2. They're all bought and paid for. We have no friends. 100%. I agree with you on that. Rudy Batello, $5. Something Nate didn't catch. What's the plushie behind you named? Oh, up here? That's just a little Munchkin. That's just little Munchkin. We'll get Munchkin in here pretty soon. Huh? Yeah, I know. Our boo-boo bringer in here. Pop Penguin, $5. They're all in on the grift. Yes, it's not ideology. It's a crash grab, 100%. Not CIA, NSA. They want money and will whore themselves out to whomever signs the check. I think that's pretty fair too. Because it gets views, right? And I get it. I'm a YouTuber. I'm trying to get views too. But the difference is I don't change my ideology. I haven't budged an inch really on anything that I do. But I get what you're saying. B Sandman, $20. Keep preaching the truth, Nate. Keep bringing the testosterone. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you very much. Appreciate all the donos tonight, guys. Thank you. John Hanish. What's up, brother? Candace has for the last 4 years. Tucker in the last 6 months. What do you mean, Candace, for the last 4 years? Candace worked for the Daily Wire a year ago. Stand by for more super chats. I moved through the breach, no booze, and have adult money, have thoughts, and disposable income. Hey, brother, you don't got to donate, but I appreciate those of you that do. All right, let's pick a winner. Here we go. Well, let me pull it up so you guys can see. So you can see I'm not cheating, and I'm not picking any winners that actually aren't the winner. Here we go. Share screen. Giveaway. Pow. There it is. All right, here we go. Choose a winner. Chris Bishop. Chris Bishop. Congrats, buddy. Send me something so I know that you got this. Send me something so I know that you got this. Chris Bishop. Send me something that should give you something to send me, buddy, so I know that you got it, so I don't have to re-roll you. He's British. I'm not seeing anything from you, man. Did I miss it? All right, he's not responding. All right, you guys, I can't see anything because this is pulled up. All right, I got to close this, figure it out. All right, do we have him in the chat? Where is he at? Anybody see him? Oh, yeah, bro. All right, hey, Chris, message me on Instagram or email me, brother. I see you. All right, hey, real quick, guys, I got to give a shout out to a viewer of the channel who sent me a super cool gift, and we're gonna pitch his stuff because of it. All right, so stand by real quick. Oof. Watch this. Here we go. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. Look at the sick ass Halo helmet that one of the viewers actually makes these, and I'm going to show you guys his Instagram here in a bit. Makes full costumes. Sent me a VFT Halo fucking helmet, which is dope. You can see through it. Wear it for costumes, whatever you're going to do. All right. So real quick, so I can actually see what I'm doing. I'm going to show you guys. Yeah, Master Chief. This is dope. Yeah, it's super dope. Look at this thing, dude. Look how cool that is. And it's got the VFT logo on the back. All right, so I'm going to pull up his Instagram because you guys can buy these. He makes these for purchase. If you're into like costumes or cosplay, stuff like that. Let me find it. Was it this one? Ah, here we go. All right. So here, Vulture Productions, and we're going to put his link in the pinned comment here in a second. Oops. All right, let me find this. Vulture Productions. Copy that. Let's get you in the pinned comment. Come on, come on, come on. It's got to get through all these messages in the entire chat so I can do this. All right. Here we go. I'm going to pin that. All right, so if you guys are interested in having your own personal, and guys, if you check this out, let's see if I can scroll this down. He did this for Grantham. So that's him and his stuff with Grantham there. It's actually super cool. He did a full outfit for Grantham. I wasn't big enough to get the full outfit, but you guys can see that's all his stuff. It's legit. So if you're interested in getting, yeah, this helmet's badass, guys. If you guys are interested, pin comment, or yeah, it's pinned on the comment. If you want to go by, get yourself a. I imagine he can make an entire costume for it if you want it. All right, so head on over there. Give him some support. Cool dude. Sent me that just so I could have it. All right. Very cool. All right. Where were we at? What was I going to talk about next? Somebody help me out. I don't remember. We were going to do Air Force, dude. Sig 320 Air Force. Sig 320 Air Force. I had some P320 memes. Oh, also first, guys, I want to show you. I have been working my butt off in trying to learn video editing. If you noticed in the video today, I put out the meme video. I'm grinding, guys. I'm trying to learn all the cool effects. I'm trying to get the high production value content, all kinds of stuff. So let me check that. Let me show you this real quick. I'm going to show you what I did. All right. So if you guys haven't seen this video, you should go watch it because it's hilarious with all the memes. But this is the video from this morning. All right. So great Lord of the Rings joke here, meme joke, but I just want you guys to appreciate the editing work that I did here. All right. Here we go. Check this out.
Cast it into the fire.
See all that?
destroy it. No.
All right. I know you guys probably think that's silly. You probably think that's silly, but I'm very, very proud of myself getting that tab to move around on the screen, editing work, man. We're getting there, man. We're pushing the limits of what's possible in video editing right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hell yeah, brother. That's Spielberg right there. All right. And also, if you noticed, right now I can't get it done on these live streams yet, but in the post-production on these videos, you guys might notice the difference here. Actually, find on the internet and bring them to you guys here, and we all have some laughs together. All right. So I got my audio right finally. Let's have a good time. Let's check these memes out. Let's laugh together. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Helps the channel fall. Anyway, it took Jared Taylor from Black Rifle Coffee Company to teach me how to finally post edit and get my microphone to fucking sound right. And to teach, he's been teaching me all those tricks. So shout out to JT for teaching me these editing tricks. All right, we got to talk about Air Force, bro. Yep, here we go. I got this thing. Got this article here because this came out. I think this only came out like an hour or so ago. People started messaging me about it. We don't have a whole lot of information, but this is what we do know so far. All right. Air Force. What is this? Air Force Times. So obviously this is legit, right? And it's actually from their own media. Air Force makes arrest in airman shooting death involving M18 pistol. All right. Not a whole lot of information, but it just says the Air Force arrested an airman in connection with the July 20th death of another airman, which is interesting. That's a little bit different than the story we heard originally, right? Which involved a Sig Sauer M18 and led the service to suspend the use of the pistol following the incident. In a Friday statement, Department of the Air Force spokesman said that the unidentified arrested person is accused of making a false official statement, obstruction of justice, and involuntary manslaughter. Air Force Global Strike Command pulled the M18 from use after Braden Lavon, a 21-year-old remote targeting engagement system operator. We'll talk about that in a second. In the 90th Security Forces Group at F.E. Warren Air Force Base in Cheyenne, Wyoming, was fatally shot with that pistol. The service's the service's Office of Special Investigations is still investigating Lavon's death. As with all individuals accused of a crime, the person arrested in the case is presumed to be innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, the spokesperson said. No further details. Okay, so that's all we know so far. Yeah, brother, you think so? Wait, hold on. I love this comment. This comment, I've seen it all the time on my videos, is just a guy who has no fucking idea how the functionality of a pistol works. I'll talk about it in a second. I appreciate it, dude. I'm sorry to beat up on you. We'll get to it, right? I'm sorry, it's a dumb comment. But so interesting. There's a lot going on here. Okay. Let me give you guys, again, I don't know what happened because I haven't seen what happened, but I can speculate. So I'm going to speculate here. You guys want some speculation? None of this sounds, all of it is incredibly suspicious to me. And let me explain why. Okay. For one, look, is there a chance that this was some type of ND, right? And this has happened? Of course, right? However, the SIG, we do know that the SIG P320 through the FBI Wyoming Gun Project, we know, and all the video of this shit going off in holsters, we know this is happening. That doesn't necessarily mean this happened to this airman, but I'll say this. Let's think about this. Where did it happen? Very important. Okay, let's go back to this. Okay. Location, which is F.E. Warren Air Force Base in Cheyenne, Wyoming. As far as I understand it, this is, I believe, a nuclear facility, like a nuclear weapons facility. As far as I get it, somebody could correct me if I'm wrong. So, what does that mean? Well, it means that this type of facility, for one, at a security desk where the Air Force said this happened, would be, yes, a very, very secure location, which means there would be what? Cameras fucking everywhere. Okay. Especially at a security desk. So, this is me speculating. How come when this very first happened, within an hour, the Air Force put out a memorandum halting use of this weapon system, made no arrest? It's almost like they went and watched the cameras and went, oh, fuck, we need to put a halt on this thing because we just watched this go off in a holster. 2 weeks go by. Okay. And then randomly, we're going to make an arrest for involuntary manslaughter. So it's not murder. So you obviously don't have him on camera just pulling the gun out and putting it in a chest and pulling the trigger. What I will say is this. When you talk about incentives are important, right? If you are the U.S. military, you are extremely fucking incentivized to make this go away. Do you guys know what a fucking nightmare it would be for the entire Department of Defense to gut this contract, get all of those pistols out of the system, and then get a new contract and field 1 million pistols from Glock or Walther or whoever? An absolute fucking nightmare scenario for the U.S. military. However, if you could simply just spin this as an airman was at fault, well, all this goes away. $500 million loss goes away. So I'm not saying that I know what happened, but I am saying, like you guys are saying, it's extremely incentivized for somebody to make this go away. And I promise you guys, I have seen military dudes fried for things they didn't do for far, far less than this. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see as they go forward here. Again, there's 100% in the facility we're talking about, the base we're talking about. This is on camera. I promise you, this is on camera. What we'll probably never see is any camera footage of this. It's probably just like the Epstein camera footage. It's just gone away. It's deleted at this point, right? Because again, why did man have a loaded weapon in the first place? Because he's in the military and he's carrying a weapon in a security apparatus. Of course he's got a loaded weapon. What are you talking about? Oh, also, this comment we saw earlier. What was it? That yes, the trigger has to be touched or a little, like, actually move to the rear. Guys, there's an internal fucking safety on the military version. What does that mean? You can't put 1 millimeter of pressure into the wall and have the gun go off because there's an internal safety into the gun. Okay? 1 millimeter pressure is basically nothing. It's a fleck of dirt. Like when I say enough pressure to move the weapon, 1 millimeter is literally the tiniest tap you could think of. Okay. The wall of the pistol has slack. You have to pull. Eventually, bang, it goes off. Suggesting that a weapon is safe because you tapped the trigger. No. That is not acceptable in any fucking pistol ever, guys. No, that's not a thing. All right. So what Wyoming Gun Project showed was everybody said, oh, well, there's a screw in the trigger system. No. What he did was, and I showed it in my own video, all that screw does is holds the trigger into 1 millimeter of pressure, which is way less than he could do with his finger himself. What he was trying to demonstrate is if he put his finger on it, right, and then did it, people were like, oh, well, there's too much pressure on the finger. He did 1 millimeters distance and pressure, which is nothing. That's what a piece of fleck of dirt would cause. Okay, so you guys understand. That's what's going on with that. But for the Air Force thing, yeah, what do you guys? Yes, Air Force security officer. That's what they initially reported. Now all of a sudden, yeah, I mean, that's what MPs do. That's what SF is. Security forces. They're military police, essentially. What? What? Did I sell ecstasy? No, I'm not a drug dealer. That's funny though. I probably wouldn't be where I'm at, but I do enjoy. I wouldn't say that I was somebody who didn't enjoy a little, a little bit of that here and there in the DJ world. But it is what it is. Yeah, of course you'd have a loaded weapon while pulling guard at a duty station in a secure location. Yeah, duh, right? Look at this dumb fucking comment. This guy thinks, let's like hypothetically from old, what is this guy's name? Robotalk. Let's assume, guys, that this Air Force situation is actually the airman's fault, nothing to do with the SIG weapon. Guess what? That doesn't change the other 100 fucking examples and all the police officers that have sued the company and had this weapon going off in holsters, and the dozens and dozens and dozens of law enforcement agencies who have banned the use of it, and the FBI who has found it to be faulty and dangerous. So no one's apologizing to SIG, you stupid fuck. That might have been my dad, dude. I don't know if I was around back then, Ken. All right. Did I miss? I'm sure I missed some super chats. So let me here we go. Let's hit some before we do another giveaway here. See, okay, I love this. CSM Hunter Biden, $5. No comment. Appreciate you, Hunter. Big fans of you here on the channel. Jason Oswald, $5. Recruiter is trying to push me hard for 18x rather than an option 40. Should I try to find her another recruiter, or what would you advise? I mean, it's whatever you want, man. Where are you at? How old are you? What do you want to do? What I'll say is, like, don't do what your fucking recruiter wants you to do. Do what you want to do. If you want an option 40 contract, say no, I want an option 40 contract. If you don't want to give it to me and I'm qualified for it, I'm going to go find a different recruiter. Period. Right? Don't accept something. Never trust your recruiter. Go in with a specific thing you want, get it in writing in your contract. Make sure you do it that way. All right, Al Favor, $20. Thank you, brother. Very generous. Just want to say congratulations, sir. First got your content a couple months ago. Enjoyed your honesty and your willingness to stand by your opinions without waffling. Thank you for the content, man. I appreciate it, dude. I'm not always right, but I'm pretty convicted in the things that I say in my opinions, and some people agree with them, some people don't, and it's fine. Also, on my channel, I've said this 1,000 times, as long as you are respectful, you can say whatever you want. You try to be disrespectful, you try to insult me or other people on my channel, yeah, no free speech. I'll ban your ass in a fucking second. But yeah, diversity of thought, you want to have different opinions, nothing wrong with that. I'm not right about everything. Coop wins $5. How's my favorite Son of Sam? Son of Sam. I don't get the reference. I'm doing good though. So thanks, bro. Callus, $10, 200K subs on International Cat Day. Is it International Cat Day? Speaking of which, we should get Munchkin in here. We're bringing Munchkin in right now for International Cat Day. She's been snoozing. I didn't want to wake her up because she's been sleeping. She escaped outside and got outside the backyard through a hole in the fence and was in our fucking park behind us. Oh, here comes Munchie. Oh, the baby Munch. Oh, she's a sleepy baby. Look at that Munch. Look at that Munch. Oh, she's super sleepy. She's super sleepy, guys. She's just not into it. Oh my gosh. Little doggy. Oh, dude, the Munch. Oh yeah, there's the good. And people say we look like. Let's see if she'll stay here in the lap, in my lap. All right, there we go. Got Munchkin. Oh, she's hanging out. All right, what we got? Here we go. Halo helmet, further proof. Even GB want to be sailors. That's a good one. All right. All the grifters are cross promoted. Can't say that. Worthless. Super spy, aka Timu Jason Bourne. I heard, guys. I heard there's another CIA operator out there who's calling him out and calling him out for CIA stolen valor. Somebody put that in my comments, and I haven't been able to verify it. If you guys have heard anything about that, please let me know, because that would be fantastic for me to do content on. All right, Pop Penguin, $5. Two things can be true at the same time. SIGs can desk pop, unmolested, and airmen can lie. 100%, man. 100%. I agree with you. We could 100% find out that airman's story is not true. Does that change anything about the 320? Absolutely not. Right. Alternatively, an airman did something stupid. Stupid people are stupid everywhere. Yeah, it's far more likely that he did something stupid. But the reality is, the gun does happen. All right, Munchkin. Oh, she's done. Look at their needle move. All right. We'll let her go. She's snoozing, guys. Top 3 handguns right now. All right, the Walther PDP Pro by far. That's what I'm using right now for all my shooting competitions. Staccato P, fantastic gun. And let's say like a more budget version, Glock 17. Glock 17 is a really, really, really good handgun if you're looking for something that's not going to cost you $3,000 like a Walther or a Staccato. But yeah, Walther PDP, that's my competition gun. Best gun I've ever shot by far. It's definitely improved my competition shooting pretty drastically, pretty fast. So that'd be my top 3. Surprised you don't know. SOS like Uncle Sam, just vets. Ah, gotcha. All right, Corbin, what's up, brother? Gifted some VFT memberships. Thank you, brother. All right. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh shit, big one just came in. Brent Huberty, $50. Thank you, brother. Very, very generous. You're killing it, brother. Semper. Yep. Congratulations on 200K. Keep on keeping on. SFMF. Thank you, brother. Very, very generous. I appreciate that. All right, guys. Let's what we had a Walther PDP Pro. It's about a $3,000 gun with an optic, but it's a good gun, man. If you want to spend the money and you want a gun that'll make you feel good about yourself when you're on the range, yeah, get yourself a Walther. Fantastic, fantastic. All right, what we're gonna another giveaway. Let's see. Let's choose something a little different here. Let's go with let's do some Munchkin stuff, huh? All right. Let's do some Munchkin hoodies. I know it's summertime. That's okay. You can always use a good hoodie. All right, so the Munchkin hoodies, the VFT Munchkin hoodies, we just had Munchkin on. So why not? This is what we're gonna do next. All right, I'm gonna reset. All right, VFT is in the chat. While you guys do that, I'm gonna go pee real quick, and then I'll be right back. VFT's in the chat. All right. I'm back. Get plugged in here. My tinkle was good, brother. It was good. All right. I think we all got it. We got our entries in. Also, we're going to be giving away with every winner is going to be getting the new Munchkin skydiving sticker with it. All right, let's do it. Stand by. Pull it up on screen so you guys don't think I'm cheating. Here we go. All right. Going to choose a winner in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam. Steve C. Steve C, congratulations. You have won a Munchkin hoodie. That's big stuff right there, brother. Big stuff. Munchkin hoodies. Send Steve C's from India. Steve C, message me, brother. Message me. I got to see something from you. All right, there you go. All right, message me on Instagram or my email at ValhallaFirearmsTraining@gmail.com, brother. We'll get it out to you. All right, let's do one more. Why don't we just he's a bot. We'll double it up. We'll double it up. All right. Two chances at the Munchkin hoodies. All right. Resetting. Here we go. Yep. Don't worry, Dan. You got another chance. VFT's in the chat. Let's do it. Let's do it, everybody. All right. While you guys are pumping that in there. Yeah, these new Munchkin stickers are dope. All right. Let everybody get the VFTs in there for a second chance at the Munchkin hoodies. And then we got more giveaways to do, guys. I promise. Got a bunch of stuff to give away. Also, we are, we're gonna do it. We're gonna rebuild the studio here this weekend. I'm gonna build it out, different section of the room, kind of the same background, but different area. Oh, I just got told by my wife next weekend because tomorrow's our anniversary. I didn't forget, I promise. Shit. All right. Yeah. So VFT's in the chat. Next weekend we'll be working on that. All right. Everybody, I mean, you must know about our culture, brother. I can't. People think, oh, that's some shit talk. Well, yeah, a lot of truth to that too. All right. The next Munchkin tank top winner, or Munchkin hoodie winner, excuse me, is coming in 5, 4. Get them in quick. 3, 2, 1. Bow. Eli Bruce, second winner of the second Munchkin tank top. You love to see it. Send me a message, Eli. Got to be in America. Let me know that you're here, that you won, that you got it. Come on. It probably takes a little while for this to happen. I'm right here. All right, Eli, message me on Instagram, ValhallaVFT, or to my email, ValhallaFirearmsTraining@gmail.com. All right, let's keep moving with the episode. We got more to do. We got more giveaways. We'll get to more giveaways, guys. We're still early in the episode. I got lots of stuff I'm going to give away. How many? Oh, I want to say 6. Well, married. Probably like a decade total. Yeah. You're supposed to know those things. Stand by one quick second. Let me check this. I keep hearing vibrating. Getting some congratulations from buddies. All right, let's get this back up. All right, here we go. What is this? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, that's yeah, we barely hit it. We got it. We got it. Dude, did you guys see Hunter Biden's interview the other day where he's like trying to explain the benefits of crack cocaine and like how it's better for you than alcohol is? Did you guys see that shit? That was fucking incredible. Hold on, I gotta see if I can pull this up. That was some of the craziest shit I've ever seen. I don't remember where that was. Hunter Biden interview latest. Oh, it's this one. Oh, this has got 3.5 million views. You guys think this dude's gonna run for president in 2028? I think he might. I think he might do it. I think he might just ship it, dude. Just crackhead in chief, doesn't give a fuck. Why not? If you guys haven't seen this, man, I didn't realize this was 3 hours long. I could never watch 3 hours, 3.5 hours of this, but
I was drinking so much alcohol, almost a handle of vodka a day. And alcohol is the most destructive drug, not just to your body, but it puts you in more danger than any other drug that I've ever experienced. And then you add on top of that the amount of crack that I was using at the time. And crack cocaine, in terms of your physical health, is not as dangerous as the situation that you put yourself in to be able to obtain it.
How do you get crack?
One of the things I don't want to do is give a how-to to any moron like myself that may think that it's a good idea. But crack cocaine is a
we're demonetized
when I'm talking about it in relationship to my own experience with it. It is still a shocking thing for most people, because we have been fed this perception of crack cocaine. It's more than just a drug. It's more than, like, if you say meth or if you say heroin or if you say cocaine, it comes with a whole bunch of different baggage. And because of that, places that you can go get it are some of the most dangerous places in whatever location you have to be in. And it's everywhere. Mainly for that reason, I learned how to make my own.
Look at this guy.
Look at this guy. I'm going to pretend like you're not getting attacked by a bee right now.
Hey, it's all right.
Keep my train of thought.
Without them, we would all
die. Trying to root by the way, too. Birds aren't real, but bees are.
The fact they had the former president's son went on a podcast with that dude as an interviewer to talk about the benefits of crack cocaine is just fucking, dude, like 2025 like isn't fucking real sometimes, guys. Like, you know what I don't, you guys ever, like, when I see shit like this, dude, like, for real, guys, that's the former president's son who's on a podcast talking about the benefits of crack. Sometimes, if you guys noticed, this is like since COVID, right? Yeah, like, hold on. Yeah, right? Since COVID, I don't know. Let me right. Okay. I see you guys actually you're getting what I'm putting down. Sometimes I feel like since 2020 that we got hit by an asteroid or something, and we all got obliterated. Nuclear Armageddon happened, like this. We got snapped, and we're all living in some weird purgatory that's not real life anymore. Do you guys ever feel like that? That like this isn't the real world anymore, right? Like something it just that can't be real. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like maybe we're in a simulation. I don't know, but Joe Biden's son is doing podcasts talking about the physical and mental benefits of crack cocaine. That's where we're at. And he looks pretty good. This is the craziest thing, guys. Like when I look at this, I'm like, this is a crackhead, right? And he looks pretty good for his age. I'm starting to be like,
Good
let's look
morning,
at it, like,
America and the
really-
world.
Oh, this
My
guy-
name is
this
Andrew
guy
Callahan, the
interviewed
host
him.
and creator of Channel 5, the largest independent crowd-funded newsroom in the United States. The following interview is with Hunter Biden, the controversial, storied son of former President
This
Joe
can't be
Biden,
real.
who issued a full and unconditional pardon for Hunter during his final month in office, shortly after Hunter was found guilty of tax-related crimes and being an illegal drug user in possession of a firearm. Hunter has yet to speak to the media about this pardon and hasn't done a televised interview
is
in
who
years.
Hunter went
in fact,
to for
aside
his
from a
great
very limited
interview.
and controlled press run to promote his new book, Beautiful Things of 2021,
He wrote a
Hunter
book.
hasn't given a single statement to the media, especially in regard
Alright,
to
hold
the
on.
laptop scandal.
Let's look
by
at
an
Hunter.
elephant.
Like he looks
Is
great.
when Rudy
For what
Giuliani
is
and
he,
Bernie Carrick went to the
50+ years old?
Newcastle County Courthouse here in Delaware and talked about
give him
maybe
credit.
being involved in, I think,
He doesn't look like a corp.
child
No,
sex
fuck
crimes
no,
and
he
stuff
doesn't.
like that.
For his age,
And I mean, literally with
Being a
no
crackhead?
nothing. That one is like
he looks
was
great.
the last and the only one
I'm
that was
sorry.
kind of hard to wake up from.
You know what? I'm bought in, guys. I'm bought in. I'm crack it is, bros. Crack it is, boys. All right. That's I'm headed down to downtown Eugene later tonight. You can find it on the streets anywhere there. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to look that good. Well, how old is Hunter Biden? Hold on. How old is Hunter Biden? He's 55 years old. What? Look at this. I'm not making this up. This dude's 55 years old. 55-year-old crackhead. And he looks in his mid-40s. Doing great. I'm sold, boys. I don't know why I'm, taking all the things I'm taking and trying to be as healthy as possible. I just need to be fucking adding baking soda to my cocaine. That's all I need. I'm going to be looking great for the next 15 years. All right. We're good. Yeah. New teeth, clean shaves, looking great. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's doing pretty good. He's literally in that interview talking about the benefits of crack cocaine and how bad alcohol is for you. And compared to, I'm sitting here drinking booze. I should be literally with the tinfoil right here, just fucking cooking it on stream. Why not? All right, some super chats as we move through this. Jared Scappin, $2 Sig should have to buy back all the 320s. I wish they would, but that's never going to happen. Pop Penguin, $5. Glock is the working man's tool. Anything else borders on perfume on a rose. It's a great duty weapon, I'll tell you that. Carried it my entire career. Stand or sit. Inquiring minds want to know. I stand. Personally, my wife hates me for it because, I don't turn the lights on in the middle of the night and I just let it rip. But you guys know what I'm saying out there. Uh-oh. I'm not talking about anything. No, she said, what, you leaving the fridge open in the middle of the night? No, I'm talking about pissing on the toilet seat. Yeah. All right, CHF, or NAMI W, CHF. Second ever tried to train Croatian Tier 1 Black Berets and the Serbian Tier 1 72nd Brigade Hawks is their best unit inside the elite unit. I never worked with Croatians. Was not in 10th group. Didn't get to work with the Europeans, unfortunately. Would have liked to. I would have blended in a lot better than I did in Southeast Asia. I'll tell you that. All right, it's not very good for monetizing, but would you kill the gun tube space? Oh, Blue, interestingly enough, that's how I started the channel, man. So actually, like, as you can see, Valhalla Firearms Training, that's my actual in-person business, right? We do firearms instruction, teach a bunch of different stuff. So the whole reason why I started this YouTube channel, I know a lot of the people that have been around a long time know, is I retired or was about to retire, started the business. Long story, I don't want to get into it that much, but everybody told me, they were like, dude, you have to be on social media, because I didn't have any social media presence, guys. I know, like, People talk about like quiet professionals. That I actually used to be one. I'm not one now, obviously. As you guys know my content, I'm not going to pretend. I used to be a legitimate quiet professional my entire career. Tiny, like I had Instagram with like 100 followers. Like I never got on social media. And I was like, hey man, if you're going to have a firearms business, you have to market on social media. I'm like, all right, I'll start a fucking Instagram and a YouTube channel, I guess, and try to figure it out. Start doing firearms content. Didn't really get a whole lot of traction because again, brand new channel, nobody knew who I was. And then I did a video, which I probably could pull it up here. I'll get to all as I'm talking to you guys. I'll pull this up. I did my first video on, I think it was called The Harsh Reality. Yeah, I can find it right here. Here it is. This is going to blow your guys' mind here if you haven't seen this. I think this is like my third or fourth video that I ever put out on the channel after some firearm stuff. I'll share it right now. We want to watch this part of this together. Oh my God, it's going to be just, it's going to be rough to watch. I don't know if any of you have been around this long. All right, so I made this video, as you guys can see here, 565,000 views on a brand new channel when I made this for the most part. This is the old intro.
So because I have so many guys that follow the channel that are getting ready for things like Special Forces Assessment Selection, RASP, a bunch of other different things, I wanted to make a video on
just retired
the things we don't really talk about very often, which is the negative sides of life in Special Forces and Special Operations, or the dark.
All right, so no beard, just retired, skinny, all right, because I was still active on an iPhone camera. So anyway, did that video when a brand new channel, and the channel started to blow up, and I realized, all right, you guys want to hear about Special Operations, Special Forces related stuff. So that's how we did it. But, you know, maybe eventually I'll get back into the gun tubing space. The problem with the gun tubing space, man, is like, one, YouTube heavily demonetizes it, so it's a pain in the ass. Two, the gun tube space is just a fucking toxic nightmare, guys. Like everybody, like you guys have seen it, the Matt Prankas and Jamie Caldwell's, incredibly proficient dudes. Those guys are way better instructors than I'll ever be. But just like you've seen the videos they do and the shit talk, and just look at GBRS, the shit they deal with. It's like, man, there's so much just toxicity and drama in that space that I really want to get involved in it? I'd rather just like teach my courses and enjoy, you know, doing my stuff with my students and then doing this on the side. So that was long-winded, but maybe eventually. All right. Pop Penguin, $5. Got to be American. Did buy with and through end after you retired. Come on, export some democracy. I did buy with and through my entire career, man. I try to do it now with my students. That's the best I got. All right. Ooh, Pop Penguin, big dono. $50. Thank you. Very, very, very generous, brother. Hunter Biden is more passionate about crack than our politicians are about the Constitution or freedom. That whole interview is like a fucking absolute deep dive into how awesome crack is. It's just fucking crazy, dude. He is. I mean, you got to give him credit, dude. The man's passionate. He might be passionate about crack cocaine, but he's passionate about something. So good for him. I can't spell passionate. Proof boost is worse than crack. Don't prove his point. All right. Joe Saunders saw the video of Hunter's high as balls. Yeah, of course he is. He's talking about how awesome crack is. Of course he's on crack, dude. Cocaine's a hell of a drugs. Rick James. All right. This episode is just immediately so demonetized, right? We got anti this. We got Hunter Biden. Oh boy, that's all right. I don't know. Hunter never needed alcohol enough bad to suck. Oh my God, you guys are brutal tonight. All right, $5. I blame CERN. Macro thinking. Could be. All right, Pop Penguin. It's funny, but also sad commentary on how fucked we are. We're also so hung out to dry. It's a crime. Our leadership has abandoned us. You know, this is an interesting one, because I think about that and I agree with you. But then I stop and think, I'm like, is this really any different than any time in the last 5,000-6,000 years? powers that be are in power, treating everybody like shit. It kind of just feels like this is just how things are. You know what I mean? But we're just like more awake to it because of access to information and social media, maybe. I agree with you. But I just think that, like, is it different? Is it that much different than it's ever been? I don't know. Probably not. All right, Mesa 620, $10. Thank you. Regarding female influencers going to wait, they're female influencers going to Afghanistan? Gordon Ryan's girlfriend or potentially ex-girlfriend. Natalia Santoro spent a month there and posted her whole trip. Congrats on 200K. I mean, yeah, again, like I said, the Taliban are trying to turn it into a Dubai-like place. Which we think that sounds like, for me as a dude who went and fought that war, it sounds crazy to me, but it's not that crazy. Like, my dad's generation can go back to Vietnam and can go literally to the places my dad fought. Like 20 years ago, that would have sounded insane. Now it's super normal. I mean, Iraq is turning into that now. We talked to Hamady, and he said basically Fallujah is one of the biggest party cities in the world. Like, you can go back to Fallujah as an American right now. If you fought in the Battle of Fallujah, you could literally go there and party, and it's just completely normal. So could Afghanistan be that in 10, 15 years? I don't know. Maybe. Feels weird for me, but it's possible. All right, Cody, $5. 12 months ago, that guy lived and had full access to the White House. And I wonder where that cocaine came from. The White House. Well, we all know, right? Crack is the fountain of youth. Well, we didn't know it, but Rick James knew it. Show us a butterfly tattoo. I don't have a butterfly tattoo, homie. I got a winking smiley face in my genital regions. That's the closest I got. Joe Saunders, $5. A crack addict would tell you they'd walk the true path and sound 100% Zen just doing it. Yeah. All right. Yep. Croatia, Serbia, etc. Tallest people on average are 6'2". I do know that. That is true. I'm not Croatian, though. I'm Scandinavian. But I am tall as fuck. So I got that going for me. Actually, not taller than most guys in my family, though, which is kind of crazy. Pop Penguin, $20. Thank you, brother. The gun tube space is like rolling around in a shit river in Ramadi. Nothing improves and you end up smelling to high heaven. Yeah, dude, I know. I will say, though, somebody I do really like, and obviously, I mean, he's one of the biggest ones, Brandon Herrera. I met Brandon a couple weeks ago, and Donut Operator. I met them both when I was down visiting JT. Super, super nice dude, man. Really liked him when I met him. Got nothing but good things to say about him. Tim Kennedy smoked my whole family with grenades. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. He does do that to women and children, it turns out. Al Green, $5. Thoughts on terzepatide? I saw reconnaissance periodizations say good things about it. Also, congrats on 200K. And Munchkin merch will get you through the Huzz. Terzepatide, I don't know what that is. I'm shooting it's a peptide. I don't know what that one is, bro. Sorry. I do know a lot about different peptides, but not that one. So I can't give you any good advice on that, unfortunately. Pop Penguin, $10. The commies wanted to kill us over political differences. The UMA want to extinguish our way of life. I don't know what are the UMA? Look that up. UMA? Oh. Yeah. So Islam, essentially. Got it. Well, I can't really disagree with you there. There's just, if you're not, I don't know. Let's hold on. Let me pull up my. Everybody gets a little bit confused, or not confused, I'd say. But everybody kind of is like, well, if you're anti these guys, you must be pro the other side and this and that. Well, I'll just show you real quick the way I feel. And it's just this. Right here. This is my politics, guys. I think we need to take back the Holy Land. That's how I feel. So if you're ever wondering what's Nate's politics, Kingdom of Heaven. That's my politics. So there you go. If you want to know how I feel, that's why I'm anti everything. I don't know how you guys feel. Don't really care, but everybody who people will call me. It's funny, guys. In my comments, I'll get called a pro-Israel shill and a free Palestine grifter in the same comment section. And the reason I get that is that they don't understand that I am just I'm anti both. and I'm pro this, right? So it is what it is. Is it a good movie? It's a fucking fantastic movie, dude. We just need to bring back the Crusades. I think that's really where we're at this point in humanity. Is that's what we're missing. So let's do it. All right. I don't. I don't think. Giveaway. We still have to get to. What was the last one? Oh, the cartels and border, because yes, that has just kicked back off, or at least with Trump. But first, we're going to do giveaways. All right, what do we want to do for the giveaways here on this one, ladies and gentlemen? How about we did the Munchkin sweatshirts? How about we do the classic? Do the classic hoodie here. So we're going to do the classic VFT hoodie. This is a great one. This is the one we've had the entire time. Let me pull up the giveaway. We're going to reset it right now. Resetting. VFTs in the chat. Let's go. They're streaming in. All right, so the black VFT hoodie. That's what we're doing our next giveaway on. Love this hoodie. It's my favorite hoodie. It's a classic. It's got this big logo here on the back. All right, there's the logo. Man, I almost have to pee again, guys. I've been just pounding whiskey. All right, real quick. Let me piss again real quick while we do the VFTs in chat. Take me 1 sec. Is it tomorrow? Oh, it'll be in the morning. No, I thought it was Sunday. But if it's tomorrow. Yeah, that's true. All right, we made it back. Sorry, just found out my shooting competition is tomorrow morning. USPSA match, not Sunday. So I'm glad that I'm putting down all this whiskey with you guys. I'm sure I'll perform super well. Doing pretty well. Shot A-class qualifiers, the last couple qualifiers. We're getting up there. So we're doing good. If you guys are into USPSA or not, most of you probably aren't. But all right, let's hit this giveaway. All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Choosing a winner. Ooh, this sounds like a Chinese name, bro. Zan814. Are you in America? If you're not in America, you got to tell us, Zan. You can't trick me. You can't trick the first grouper who speaks Mandarin. Oh, does he? He does? All right, we got to redo it. We got to redo one then. Not shipping to Germany. Come on, Zan, say something. We're about to do 2 remakes because Shark Attack lives in Germany. Little shit. Didn't tell us. All right, Zan, you're about to lose it, brother. Closing out. I don't see. I got nothing from Zan. That sounded. I'm looking for it in the chat. All right, you didn't respond. All right, guys, we got to make up 2. We got to make up 2. All right, we're gonna make this one up. Here we go again. BFT's in the chat. Then we got to make up. I think it was a TK tank top. He responded. Well, he didn't respond to me. You gotta like it sends you a message, and you need to respond to me, guys. Like that's how I know that you won. Otherwise, I just gotta reset it. He's in the States. All right, that's fine. All right, Zan, you didn't respond, but message me on Instagram or Gmail. What we're doing is we're making up Shark Attack because Shark Attack lives in fucking Germany. He didn't tell us. All right, so this is the makeup for Shark Attack. Zan, you need to hit me up on Instagram or email me, brother. All right, keep them in. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. All right, we're going to hit a couple super chats as you guys are putting them in. Mikey P8 2SF $10. Yo Nate, former 18 Bravo here. Love to hear that. B2 10th of or B2 Bravo Company 210th SFG. Can we talk about you want to talk about old Tonto Pronto? Oh, dude. So hey Mikey, if you message me on Instagram, all right? Because I've heard a bunch of people telling me that Tonto claims he was an SF, but I haven't been able to find the clips. Okay, I've heard that a bunch of times. Search to Pronto's Newswatch 7. Okay, well, if you have a clip to that, Mikey, and also just message me on Instagram anyway, man, because love fucking talking to former group dudes. But again, I haven't been able to find that clip, but I would love to because this fucking guy, he's always attacking Brent Tucker, he called Brent a douchebag the other day. I would love to do an episode to talk about old Tonto Pronto lying about being a Green Beret. So if you can, Mikey, hit me up on Instagram, bro. And yeah, good to hear from you, man. All right. He did? All right, Zan's good to go. All right, let's hit this. All right, we're good. Choose a winner. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Belted cows. Belted cows. If you're in America, hit me up. Guys, it sends you a message. Send me back a message. Say, yeah, I got it. Whatever. All right. Belted cows. Belted cows. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Somebody said he's from Cuba. You guys somehow know where everybody lives just instantly, huh? All right. Belted cows. You got to message me back, brother. Well, let me know you got this. Somebody. Come on. You guys are struggling. I don't want to have to re-roll it. He might be smoking with Hunter. I got nothing from Belted Cows, all right? I'm going to give you 15 more seconds, and then we're going to re-roll, man, unless you guys see him in the chat. Guys, come on, you gotta just message me when this happens. All right, I got nothing from you. Anybody see Belted Cows in the chat? Chat's pretty honest. Nobody? Nobody got it, huh? All right, well. We're struggling. No Belted. All right. We're resetting. That's a negative. Here we go. Reset. VFT's in the chat. Eventually, at some point, I'm going to get a fucking American that'll just respond to this message if you want free shit. Come on, guys. VFT's in the chat. All right, back to this. Nemi, if you're Scandinavians, then we're brothers. Our group split 10K years ago. 2 in the group Scandinavian, 4 Yugoslavia. Hopley group dominant. Yeah, I don't know enough about my background other than we're second generation Swedish. Unfortunately, my dad was adopted by Italians. That's how we got the last name Cornacchia, even though, we're not actually Italian. So it's been really hard for us to backtrack our lineage. Other than the entire family is just giant blue-eyed, blonde, giant bearded Scandinavian dudes, which is pretty clear to that. What's that? Oh, yeah. I think we got some German in there too, which makes sense, but primarily Scandinavian. All right. Blue, $5. Who remembers when Hunter Biden's entire house burned down in LA along with all his belongings? Something to think about. Hey, it might be healthy for you, but it could still burn down your whole house. All right. Okay. We got our entries in. Choose a winner. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Ricardo. Oh, this sounds foreign already, bro. Ricardo Alvarado. We're about to get into talking about the cartels in Mexico, brother. You better not be a plant. Ricardo, I need to see some English out of you real fucking fast, brother. What? Ricardo, I see your what. Are you in America? Ricardo. Ricardo. He says, hola. Are you in America, brother? I don't want to have to re-roll on you. Speaking Spanish ain't going to get it done. I'm going to give you 20 more seconds, Ricardo, to confirm that you want to win this. You want to win this? Ricardo, do you want to win this giveaway? Tell me that you're in America. Hurry up. Okay, he says he's down. All right, Ricardo, I don't believe that you're actually in America, but I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Message me on Instagram, email me. If not, my wife will figure it out. We'll re-roll it. It's fine. We got more giveaways to do. Not a big deal. We're not done. We got plenty of giveaways to do still, guys. I got a bunch of merch I'm going to keep handing out. You know what? Why not? Why don't we hold on. Let's do a poll. Let's see what you guys want. Because we got more to give away. All right. Start a poll. Let's do what giveaway? BFT hats, hoodies, TK tank tops. All right, you guys let me know what you want to do next on the poll or on the giveaways. What do you guys want? Throw them in the poll. That's what we're doing next. Oh, yes. My wife wants you guys to know if you want to buy merch, we'll ship it anywhere because you pay the postage to Australia, which is like $70. Sorry. I don't control that. But no, for the giveaways, I'm not going to pay fucking $100 to send you a sweatshirt. But on the merch site, if you're willing to pay the postage, we'll ship anywhere. Just so you know. Yeah, and we got everything that's sold out. Big restock is coming in the next couple days. All right. Oh, Pop Penguin, you weren't joking when you said the fucking donos were coming, brother. The biggest donate of the night, $100. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate the generosity tonight. You made me angry enough to craft a whole video about your take on veteran disability. That said, stayed because you're not a shill. Keep on keeping on. PS, you're still wrong in your take about veteran disability. Got to now take my money. Got to hit the pit. Now, I know you're talking about my video I did where I defend Andy Stump on his take about veteran disability. What I said was that in the SRUs and the active duty shit that's going on with disability, there are a shit ton of fucking 18, 19-year-old kids who are joining the military that are coached, that know how to game the system, that join, do a year, and immediately get out and medically retire and take advantage of the system. There is a lot of that. I'm not saying that that's most veterans. I mean, including myself, I'm a disabled veteran. I'm super fucked up from my job, surgeries everywhere, metal rods, anchors all over through my arms and body. I get it. That doesn't mean that there's not a lot of fraud in the system. However, I will say this. Would I rather that a bunch of fraud gets through the system so that veterans who actually need to be taken care of, the process works easier for them, even though there's a bunch of fraud that people take advantage of? Yes, I would rather the system be that way rather than a system that makes it super hard on the veterans who need it and can't get it. So that's just what I'll say with that. That's kind of what my point with that is. 100% support all veterans getting disability that deserve it. But again, in any situation, you know, anything that has financial incentive to it, people are going to be con artists when it comes to it, unfortunately. But I appreciate it, brother. All right. What's up, Mikey? Again, what's up, brother? I DM'd you with info about Tonto on IG. I'll send it again. No, you're good, man. Well, you can see my phone. My phone's back here with the Israel flag. I'll check it when we get done with the live stream. I'll shoot you a message. No, you're good, man. I'll shoot you a message when we get done. Appreciate it. Oh yeah. My wife's looking at it right now. Mikey, what's your Instagram name? You can throw it in the chat. All right, Gooch Parm Actual. What's up, bro? $10. Ricardo is busy trying to collect the 50 big racks down in Venezuela. Yeah, maybe. Oh, I got to check the poll. What are we doing next? What do you guys want? Hoodies. Okay. We can do hoodies. How are we doing? What hoodies should we give away? What hoodies should we do if we want to give them away? What's ones we have most of?
We got the green gray
Munchkin? All right, we're doing Munchkin hoodies. All right. Black Munchkin hoodies is going to be the next giveaway. Stand by. Here we go. All right, resetting now. All right, VFTs in the chat. Let's go. Black Munchkin hoodies. Somebody just said JT's in the live. JT, are you here? We're not going to be able to see him right now. We'll wait for everybody to come through here. All right. Keep it up. Oh, whoops. We probably don't need the protection anymore, but why not? Just in case. We're probably already hosed. We're probably already fucked. That's all right. All right, here we go. We got VFTs in the chat. How we doing? All right, we're going to do 10 seconds. Get them in while you can. VFT in the chat for the next Black Munchkin hoodie winner. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here comes the winner. AK-47. Now that's a fucking username right there. All right. And then just immediate response with another VFT. AK-47. All right. AK-47. Type something into the comment section. Let me know that you got it. Obviously you did. You're in America. You're good to go. Fantastic fucking username. Definitely an American. Love to see it. Somebody said he's in Iran. I doubt it. AK-47. Throw something in the chat so we got you. Yep, he says yes. All right, hit me up on Instagram or email me at ValhallaFirearmsTraining@gmail.com, brother. And we will get that Munchkin hoodie out to you. Now, somebody just said, oh. All right, hold on. Somebody said JT is in the chat. Is JT in the chat? Where's he at? Who saw him? Who saw JT in here? Is JT in here? He is? Well, how come JT? How come you didn't fucking text me back today, buddy? Huh, JT? You're going to show up to the live? You just can't respond to a fucking text message all of a sudden? Okay. He's not. Yes, he's here. Well, if he is here, he'll message me. All right. Yeah, probably not. AK-47 sounds like Brandon Herrera. Yeah, I wish Brandon was in here. He's probably not. If JT's in here, I don't think we got either JT in here. I don't think we got Jameson Travels in here or Jared Taylor. Either way, both my buddies, both probably not here celebrating 200,000 fuckers. That's fine. I know who my real friends are, as Tim Kennedy would say. Jameson's here? Oh, fuck yeah, Jameson is here. All right, there we go. There's not that JT. That's Jameson. JT Jared is Jared Taylor. Jameson is Jameson Travels when I say that. Jameson, of course, is here because Jameson actually supports the channel, unlike JT Jared Taylor, piece of shit, who didn't respond to my text messages earlier. Don't clip that. Jameson smoked crack with Hunter Biden, dude. That's what I heard. That Jameson, me and you need to come up with some type of skit where you smoke crack with Hunter Biden. Oh, okay, that would be fucking fantastic. All right, that's we're spiraling. That's all right. Okay. All right, what we're going to talk about, we got another thing we were going to talk about. I know we've been spiraling into giveaways and shit talk and good times. All right. Cartels and the border. All right, cartels and the border. We got Trump. Let me look this up. Cartels. Here we go. All right. So let's talk about it. Because, yes, the cartels are back in the news. So, you guys thought we were done with the border. Nope. This was, 5 hours ago? Just came out. We're going to do more giveaways. Calm down. We're not there yet. Got to keep doing some real content. So, this just came out today, which was, we're going to talk about it. Trump directs military to target foreign drug cartels. The president has ordered the Pentagon to use the armed forces to carry out what in the past was considered law enforcement. So Trump has secretly, yes, it's all over the fucking news everywhere, so I don't know how secret that is, signed a directive to the Pentagon to begin using military force against certain Latin America drug cartels that his administration has deemed terrorist organizations, according to the people familiar with the matter. The decision to bring the American military into the fight is the most aggressive step so far in the administration's escalating campaign against the cartels. It signals Mr. Trump's continued willingness to use military force to carry out what has primarily been considered law enforcement responsibility to curb the flow of fentanyl and other drugs. The order provides an official basis for the possibility of direct military operations at sea and foreign soil against the cartels. Foreign soil is going to be very important here. U.S. military officials have started drawing up options for how the military could go after the groups. The people familiar with the conversation said, speaking of the condition of anonymity to discuss the sensitive internal deliberations. So, very, very, very interesting. Approval for the U.S. military to conduct operations in foreign countries against Mexico, by the way, against the cartels. What that means is without the approval of the Mexican government, right? That's what they're really saying here. There's a lot to potentially unpack. All right, so let's get my whole feelings on this, okay? So obviously this was a really big topic 6-7 months ago, right? We all saw, right? I see a lot of Dave Hooksteads in the chat. Yeah, my buddy Dave, Dave's been calling for Delta Force to take down the cartels for 7 months, right? You guys know through my content, everybody gave me a hard time when I came out and said 7 months ago that I did not, what did I say? I could probably look up the video. Delta Force will not be used to take down the cartels. And everybody said, you don't know jack shit. It's not going to happen. Okay. What I said in those videos was that I didn't think special operations or the military would get involved in this for an extended period of time, aka maybe about half a year, 6-7 months, because it takes a while for us to develop everything we need to develop to do this, right? So when we're talking about going into Mexico, if we're going to work bipartisanly through like the Mexico military, not unilaterally like special forces would do, you have to go down there. You have to train your partner force. You got to train, advise, equip, do all these different things. It takes a long time. You also have to share intel. The United States has to get privy to everything that the Mexican government has on intel, which is hard to do because the Mexican government supports the cartels for the most part. So it's going to take a while for all these different things to work themselves out for us to actually action targets in Mexico against the cartels. Right here, this is a great comment. You were right in time. You were right. The time I think was to develop intel and battle sub shaping first, of course, because this is how we do these things, right? That's why I said it would probably take half a year to a year for us to start doing this. That's where we're at now. So this isn't something brand new. I'm sure it's been worked on and been, or has been worked on through whatever channels. Probably Seventh Group has been doing a lot of this stuff, and now maybe it's time to action some of these targets. The issue is that I'm looking at it is what's the reality of doing cross-border operations against the cartel in Mexico? So the border is closed, right? We know that. That's like as much shit as I give the Trump administration. Obviously, like I'm like South Park at this part. You lost me, right? The whole Epstein shit, the Iran shit, you lost me. I'm not a supporter of this shit at all, but I will give credit where credit's due, and that's the border. The border shut down. There's no more border crossings. Fantastic job. That is probably the highlight of this entire administration. So if the border shut down, there's no more fentanyl coming through the southern border for the most part. What good does it do us to go hit targets in Mexico? That's not where this is coming from anymore. This is, for the most part, it's all coming from fucking Canada now, guys. China ships it to Canada. The cartels have a huge presence north of the border who bring the fentanyl in from the north. Correct. This is what's happening, Sean. Correct. Right, guys? So it feels late. It feels like posturing. It just feels like another look for a political win, right? And what good is this actually going to do, America? To go what? The cartels are chilling, guys. The Sonora cartel has already announced that they're not fucking around during the Trump administration. They're just going to wait. They're going to wait 3 more years. They're going to wait it out. And if the left wins, the border opens back up, they continue business as usual. They're not going to risk anything right now. And we've already seen that. So what exactly are we doing? And this is what I'll say, guys. I don't want you guys to think that I don't think that we should try to do something, because I talked about this on the War Room earlier. You hear a lot of people say, like, it's too difficult to do, so we shouldn't do anything. I don't agree with that at all. Just because a problem is complex doesn't mean you don't try to solve it. All right. But that doesn't mean that this is the way that you can potentially solve it. Right. And somebody says, I already see Los Zetas comments. And that's a fair point. Like, we've tried this before. We gone down there, we trained, the paramilitary, and they turn out to then go train the cartels. Right. The Jalisco cartel, Los Zetas, Seventh Group basically trained most of those guys. So is this going to solve the problem? If we start hitting targets in Mexico, is that going to stop fentanyl? Is that going to stop the fentanyl problem? No, it's not. It's not going to do jack shit, because China is sending China sends all the precursors, right? They don't send like fentanyl made in fentanyl pills to Canada. They send all the precursors to Canada, which they can get through customs, which then gets put in labs by the cartels, and they develop into fentanyl, and then they bring it through the north of the border. That's where it's all coming from now. So unless you're willing to shut the northern border down and start fucking coming after Jasmine up north, right? And then like hitting shit in fucking British Columbia, unless you're willing to do that, this isn't going to do anything. Unfortunately, I would love it to, but this isn't going to solve the problem. It just feels like another, yeah, it feels like another pandering thing, right? Like, and I hate to say this, but like, what can we tell the American people that will make them forget about Epstein? That's what this feels like. Because when I first heard this, here we go. Sean's got another great comment. Checks the campaign box, 100%. When I first heard this, I was like, fuck yeah. And then I started to think about it. And I was like, what are we distracting? What are you distracting me from? Right? I don't know if you guys feel that way. Every time you turn around, there's some type. Tulsi Gabbard just came out and said aliens are real. Like, okay, sure, maybe they are. Or is this like just? It's just more like, hey, don't look at this. Hey, let's get the base riled up. How do we get the MAGA base riled up? Oh, we're gonna invade Mexico and take down the cartels. That gets the base riled up, so they forget about what's this over here. Jeffrey Epstein, woo, right? So for me, guys, I not that I don't think that. Yep, I mean, a lot of you guys are agreeing with me what I'm saying here. Not that I don't think that there's some potential benefits here, but also, guys, the border's closed. The southern border's closed, legitimately closed. There's no drug trafficking coming through the southern border. It's not. It's coming through the sea, right? Naval, and it's coming through the northern border. That's where it's all coming from. So why are we going to go attack, like invade, not invade, but why are we going to run unilateral operations in Mexico? Anybody disagree with me? Anybody got some good ideas on that? It just seems like, again, we're just kind of like, yeah, let's do what I hate to say this, and I don't mean this in a negative way, right? Or it's kind of a negative connotation, but I don't mean negatively. It's that let's do something that makes our dumb fucking base get excited to forget about the negative shit that's going on, which is politics. Don't get me wrong. That is politics. That's part of politics. But that's what I feel like is happening, right? All right. Let's hit some super chats and we're going to do another giveaway. All right. Oh, we got that one already. Okay, here we go. Oh, we did hoodies, right? Did we give away the hoodies already? Did we do the hoodie giveaway, guys? Before we're going to do more, but did we do the one we voted on already? Sorry, I'm getting confused. Somebody in chat will tell me. We already did the one we voted on, right? Yes, me. Somebody in chat. No? No, yes, guys. Okay, Jasmine said no, so that means I'm going to trust Jasmine before any of you other fuckers, obviously, because she's my mod. So we're going to give away the black Munchkin hoodie. All right, here we go. We'll go straight to that. Everybody else, you can fucking go fuck yourselves. We're going to believe whatever Jasmine says. All right, share screen. Here we go. Get this reset. Oops. All right, black Munchkin hoodies. Here we go. Let them ride. God, I got to pee again, guys. Old man bladder. I'll be quick. Hit the VFTs. Oh boy. All right, we're back. We're back. All right, here we go. We're going to hit this winner. Do we got it pulled up? Oh, nope. Here we go. All right, we got to pull that off. Here we go. Winner for the next Munchkin hoodies. You got 5 seconds to get them in. VFT in the chat if you haven't already. I see entries still rolling in 5, 4. Come on, get them in. They're pumping in all of a sudden. All right, you got 10 seconds because see a bunch of them flying in. All right, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Choosing winner. Edward Hernandez. Okay. Edward, let me know that you're in America. I'm not trying to pass judgment based off your last name. You could be anywhere in the South. Edward, hit us up. Let us know you're here. I do not want to have to re-roll, Edward. You're already at 30 seconds. But Navy vet? Oh, shit. All right. All right, hit me up on Instagram, brother, or email me. All right. Edward definitely with a Navy vet. He's good to go. All right, we still got more giveaways to do. Don't worry. If you haven't won yet, we still got chances. All right. All right, where... Oh, shit. I was going to pull something up. What was I going to pull up? Fuck, I forget. I forget. No, we were talking about the border and what's happening, right? Let me do a poll. I want to get your guys' take on something real quick. Because again, it sounds great, right? To talk about how we're going to start doing cross-border unilateral operations and hitting targets in Mexico. Sounds cool. Until you actually start to try to do that, which against your neighbor, like this isn't like going to Iraq. This is literally our neighbor south. So I'm going to ask you guys, will we actually take military action in Mexico? Okay. I want you guys to know what's your thoughts. Because I'm going to explain something to you here, guys, right? As you're voting. I don't think people really understand what it's gonna take to actually do this. I don't think America has the appetite for this. When we start talking about actually going into Mexico, hitting targets deep in cartel controlled areas against things like the Jalisco cartel, which has Javelin missile systems, which has SA-7s and shit. Like this is a real equipped paramilitary force. That's no fucking joke. That's trained by U.S. Special Forces. American soldiers are gonna die, right? This is part of it. Does America have the appetite for this? Like really, really have the appetite for this? The political appetite. You start to think about if U.S. soldiers start dying in Mexico before the 2028 election. Do you guys think America has the actual appetite for this? Think about it that way, right? In this poll that I'm asking you guys. I personally don't think that America has the appetite for this. I think they love the sound of it, right? Like, oh yeah, we're going to get the cartels, right? Here you go. This is a great comment. Yeah, do we want to send our boys to die in Mexico? That's what it's going to take. I know people think it's like, oh, again, as somebody who fought wars and conflicts, like I understand the toll that goes into this. A lot of people don't understand the toll, especially in politics and pundits and fucking people like Lindsey Graham. Like, wow, let's fucking attack everybody. There's a price that has to get paid, right? That price is in blood. It's always in blood. And that blood carries incredible negative political connotation to it. Do you think the Trump administration or Donald Trump is willing? Yes, I agree with you. However, we don't see it in front of our faces, which is different than conflict and war, right? That's a good point, Braden. But when you start seeing American soldiers return in caskets, this changes a lot, right? It changes a lot. Not to say it can't be done, not to say that we can't do it, not to say that it's not worth doing. I'm just saying, does America have the actual appetite for it? Because I'll tell you this, America didn't have the appetite for it in Vietnam. America didn't have the appetite for it in the global war on terror. Do we have the appetite for it now? I don't know. The poll shows, wow, poll shows 70% nearly say no, America does not take military action in Mexico. And I agree with you guys. I don't think we do it. At the moment with that, I'm like looking at things right now in the current climate, right? Could things spiral one way or another? Yeah, of course. But I just don't see it happening, guys. I think there's so much, especially in we're not in an election year necessarily yet, but working into a new presidential election year. Oh, do Republicans want to be the party that's engaging in warfare in Mexico? Whew. Pretty scary. Yeah, William, I wish that was true, but I'm not sure that's true. Like, I 100% agree with you that, like, fucking we got no business being in either of those places and that we should be focused on our own southern border. But it was just the way, yeah, definitely not during midterms, right? So in the next year, do we see this happening? If you're a Republican, hold on, let's do another poll here. Politics have shifted drastically over the last 6 months. A lot of people, including myself, who used to be party affiliated one way or another, are not. All right, so let's get a little. This is interesting. We haven't done this on the channel in a while. We're going to ask you guys 3 options. All right, what's your political affiliation on the channel here with the main community that we have? All right, let me know where you guys are at. Be interesting to see. And then we're going to talk about what we were going to talk about here in a second, or what I was going to talk about here in a second, with the political impact of the midterms coming up in about a year. All right, while we do that, let me hit some super chats. All right, we get this one. Nate, just give me Zins. I'm almost out. These aren't Zins, brother. I'm not sponsored, but alpha caffeine pouches, no nicotine at all. It's like Zyn, but just with caffeine. I would highly suggest you can go on Amazon, look them up if you want to quit. Also good. Also Fume, which I don't have my Fume with me. Also another good one. I am sponsored by them, right? If you're into vaping, it's vape without the vape. I'm not supposed to say vape, but whatever. Good product. I'm Papa King with $10 final message. Jameson Travels, you're next. We had Jameson in here. All right, Mesa, $5. When is the TK line of backpacks with grenades being given away? Best we got is the new tank tops coming out, bro. Nate and Jameson, hug it out, brothers. Jameson and I, yeah, there's nothing to hug out, man. I'm not talking. I wasn't mad at Jameson. I was mad at JT, Jared Taylor. Jameson is the GOAT, dude. Pop Penguin, $5. Okay, last message. Sticking around for the cartel discussion. Hell yeah, bro. Get that bag, 50 million. You going? Yeah, I don't got that type of money. Pop Penguin, $5 until America addresses the consumer demand. Oh God, that's another one, man. That's the truth. Nothing will change. Just squeeze bad guys everywhere. Same problem, different name. Yeah, I mean, until we get rid of this, there's 1,000 things that go into this, like the fentanyl problem, the heroin problem, disenfranchisement of the young demographic in America is so much deeper than just like cutting off the drugs. I agree with you on that, man. It's like an hour-long conversation just to get into that. Eric G, $5 hypothetical. Would the U.S. Public have the stomach if cartels responded to airstrike, etc., with hits to critical infrastructure, soft targets, IEDs? The American public's appetite for it would increase based off of violence due by the cartels. And what I mean by that is if you're the cartels, you're very, and this is what the cartels are doing, right? The Sinaloa cartel has already announced this or made it clear they're not doing anything. They're laying low. They're not going to cause any problems. So the more, let's say, violence you carried out on Americans in Mexico, on Americans across the border, the more appetite and the drums for patriotism get drummed up that Americans would have. So if you're the cartel, you're smart to just lay low, not respond, because if we just attack for no reason and then U.S. soldiers' lives are lost, yeah, there won't be any appetite for that. Jared Scappington, $2. RCMP isn't doing shit. Beef the northern border. I agree with that. Tim Kennedy sold me fentanyl. $20. Congrats on 200K. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. All right, Backman Union, $10. Edward has a ruck of 50 frags. Well, he's not as impressive as old TK with the 50, but 20's not bad. I think 20 is about 16 pounds or so. Pop Penguin, I'm voting no in the hopes adults in the room will speak some sense of power in Pandora's box if we don't want to open it up. Agreed. They might have paramilitary. They don't have TK. Yeah, I know. We got TK in our back pocket, right, guys? If anything falls apart. All right. Pop Penguin, $5. Most important reason for not taking action. We suck at nation building. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's yeah, that's the thing we're worst at. We don't need a free fire zone into the south. That would be bad. Yeah, I mean, what are we going to do? Go in? Like, here's the thing, too, is like the cartel controls the entire Mexican government, guys. Like, if you want to remove the cartels, you go in, you remove the Mexican government completely. And do we want to completely destabilize and play the regime change game on our southern border? I'm not sure any of us want that. There's a lot of violence and things could get way, way worse. Kind of like the enemy, right? Is that saying? Is kind of what we're looking at right now. Backman Union, $5. TK will handle Mexico alone. Why do you doubt this? I don't doubt it, man. I don't doubt anything TK can pull off. All right, Joseph, $10. A lot of Mexicans in the military combat arms. Also, I don't see most going over there, possibly seeing their families killed and accidentally. How do you think that would look like? Oh, that's a huge no. Like, I understand where you're coming from to think that, but that's a massive logic fallacy, dude. Look at the Civil War. Brothers killing brothers, dude. That's extremely normal in warfare, especially in close bordered conflicts like this. Very, very normal. No, that won't stop anything. I know, like logically, it seems like it would, but it won't at all. Kind of like the same idea of Hispanic Americans that are citizens are some of the ones who are the most pro deportation out of anybody in America, right? You would think it would be opposite. It's not. So kind of an interesting sort of logic fallacy with that one. Pop Penguin, $5. The drug trade is the fourth largest sector in Mexico's economy. Yeah, it's probably higher than that, man. I mean, like, that's probably what they lead on. It's a $1 trillion enterprise for sure. Can't vaporize that without expecting some blowback. 100% true. And that's why I think the cartels want to lay low. They don't want to ruffle any feathers and just kind of wait for Trump to make his way out potentially and then figure things out from there. Let's see. All right. Good. All right, we're going to hit another donation here, or not donation, sorry, another giveaway. We haven't done hats yet. We have hats, right? Wife's gone. I'm assuming we do. We've got hats. All right, we're going to do hats, like the VFT hats, of course. Fantastic hats. We got all sorts of ones. We got the new ones, American flag. I don't know which ones you're going to get, but we're going to do some we got there's my wife's listening. So she says, yes, we have hats. Okay, good. We're going to do a couple hat giveaways then. These are like the gold, right? The VFT hats, high quality hats. These hats are amazing. All right, here we go. We're going to reset the entries. Boom, VFT hats. Here we go. Hit them up. These are the big ones. These are the ones you want to win. These hats are fantastic. Everything about these hats, high quality, leather stitching. This is probably like the most high quality stuff we got on the website for sure is the hats. Can't go wrong with these. All right, so hit those up. And then we will pick a winner here in 1 second. While you guys do that, take a little cough medicine. I saw wood chipper. Oh, a little shout out to JD Delay. He was in the chat earlier, guys. If you were just getting here recently. Woo. All right, how we doing? All right. Got about another 15 seconds. VFT. Get them in the chat. Let's go. Let's get these entries in. We got a couple hats we got to give away. We got to get through these. Somebody just asked why the Star of David. Hold on. Christopher. So if you are new to the channel, we are the most pro-Israel, pro-IDF, pro-Benjamin Netanyahu YouTube channel on the internet. More than Charlie Kirk, more than Matt Tardio. That's what we do here. Okay. Just so you know. And for those of you new to the channel, give you a big wink. Okay. All right. How we doing? All right, here we go. We're looking good. Oh, we didn't do our political affiliations. We're going to look at that after. All right, but we're going to choose a winner first. Bring it up so you know I'm not cheating. Although they say if you're not cheating, you're not trying, right? That's a little SF saying. As long as you don't get caught. Here we go. Choose winner. Can I get a name that's not a foreign name? Can I get a fucking John? Adramarty 09. Are you in Dubai? Are you in Qatar? Come on, be honest. Be honest. All right. All right, you're American. All right, Adramari's American. Says it. All right. Hit me up on Instagram, brother. Or at my email. I'm trusting you. All right. We're doing another one. We're resetting. We're going right back to it for another hat. Here we go. Let me get a John or a Nick or a James or a Sean. Come on. Here we go. Reset. VFTs. Give me just a classic Midwestern, American male here. Come on. Somebody's going to bring it. There we go. That's right. Kellis has got it. VFT for Israel, baby. I'm still waiting on that APAC check. APAC's going to send me a check eventually, guys. I'm telling you. I don't know. I know the content creators that are receiving the fat checks. Nobody is even fucking offered. Nobody's offered, guys. I don't know, you watch the APAC tracker, like Charlie Kirk, all these influencers that get paid fat fucking stacks. Nobody offers me shit. I got a new house in Texas I need to buy, boys. I'll put the entire background as a Israel flag if you pay me enough. I can be bought. You guys know that. No, but I can't sell it. I can't sell the channel. We should watch some Tim Dillon clips. Oh, I fucking love Tim Dillon, bro. He's got some good ones new recently. Stand by. Oh, the clips are so long though on his channel. We could do like an entire Tim Dillon watching stream. I don't know if it'd get me banned. Yeah. That's right, man. If you got some Israel whiskey, you could sell me. Get me on board. All right, second hat. Here we go. Let's get a winner. Let's get a winner. I swear to God, if I get an Amir, if I get a Jose, I'm going to fucking freak out. Okay? Fucking sick of it. Here we go. There we go. Fucking. Fucking Kevin. A Kevin Graham. There we go. Good job, Kevin. That's what we were waiting for. Good old fucking Kevin Graham. Yeah, there you go with the emoji. All right, hit me up on Instagram, brother. Thank God, dude. Jesus Christ. A Chad, a Kyle, Kevin, John. All right, hit me up on Instagram or email me, brother, for your hat. Also, make sure you say what we got. All right, hold on. Let's get back to this. We're going to keep going. You guys want to keep going? I got more shit I can give away. We can watch Tim Dillon clips. We can do all sorts of stuff, man. That's the great thing about the 200,000 subscriber. Yeah, we'll keep going. Fuck it. My wife hasn't told me I have to get off yet. Where are we at? All right, we're good. All right, we got to figure out what we're going to do. We did the cartels. What do we give me some the political poll. Yep. That's actually important. Holy shit. Wow. All right, so we're going to end the poll. We're going to look at it here. 49% independent. 47% Republican, 2% Democrat. Hey, guys, I know, don't get upset, right? Everybody, the 98% people in the chat, don't get upset. But I want to say this and you guys have messaged me, the Democrat and the liberal fans that I have on this channel. I appreciate you guys. The reason why I appreciate you guys is where I stand, and you guys still support the channel regardless of political affiliation. And that says a lot, because if you can still be a fan of someone and still follow or be friends with someone, even if you don't agree with their political stance, that says a lot about your character. So, in a positive way. So, shout out to our 2% Democrat fans on the channel. All right, everybody in the chat, come on. You got to give them credit. They're here. They're supporting the channel. And they're still again, they don't agree with anything that we have politically, but they're still here. They enjoy the content. That's fucking awesome, right? So shout out to you. But the 2%ers, yeah, it is. It's actually fucking impressive. Most people would never follow or be fans of a channel for someone they don't agree with politically, ideology-wise. No, not you say those were trolls. You say that, but that's not true. I do get comments that were like, I don't agree with you politically, but I respect what you're doing. Anyway, for everybody else, 49% independent, 47% Republican. That is a crazy statistic. That is not a normal, you guys understand, that's not a normal poll, right? A normal poll on this channel, a very conservative channel, would have been 85% Republican, 2% Democrat, 15% independent. That would have been normal. The fact that 49% of you say you're independent, which means you are completely disenfranchised with both parties. That's what the independent means at this point, right? Where you're like, this fucking side sucks. This side sucks. I don't have a camp. Or the independents realize the political parties don't matter. There's that. But that's where I am, guys. I grew up in a very conservative Republican family. My dad, Green Beret, but also a Republican politician. Still big in that space. I am not a Republican. I am a conservative. I am not a Republican. I fucking I can't get behind any of this bullshit, man. But the thing is, I'm obviously not I'm not on the left either. But I'm just like, I feel like 49% of you guys, I'm just like disenfranchised. Yeah, this right here. This is like Justin says here. This is like literally my politics right here. Staunchly conservative, but not a Republican. And the reason why I feel that way is I watch the Republican Party, which I was hoping, and I'm sure all of you guys that are Republicans and most of you that said you were independent, going into this last election after 4 years of Biden, we were all stoked, right? Like, okay, finally we're getting back to sanity. And then I don't know how you guys feel. Everything I was expecting and I was promised by the Trump administration, I got like one of those things, which was the border. And then I got promised all of these things, right? We all did. And then what we really got, hold on. Let me show you what we really got. I think this is going to really just like sum it all up. I know this is going to make some people mad, but it's fine. Let me make sure I get a good. No, that's not what I want. All right, here we go. This is all of the like everything we thought we were getting, all the promises, and then this is what we got. Does anybody feel different than me? Like, I was so excited for the future and for the state of the country and all the promises that were made, and then this is it. I mean, like, right? Like, am I crazy, or are we just like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, got it. Like, yeah, yeah. Oh, we're so sad. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I'll pull it up right here. No, all right. Why not? Okay. Or like, you know. Nope, here we go. That was 4 days ago. Probably not. We'll figure it out. Yeah. So, am I crazy, or is this just like? Yeah. No. Yo. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Am I crazy, guys? Is this crazy, or are you guys like me? I appreciate this comment. Right? Like, I thought I was like, I don't know. Can we transport ourselves back to what time? Let's say, oh, I want to say like July of 2024, a year ago. And what were we getting promised? We were getting promised America first. Ukraine-Russia war would be ended in a day. Gaza would be ended. Right? America first, bring back the jobs, fracking. I mean, there's 100 other things I can think of that we were promised. 2A, the great one, 2A rights restored. Instead, nothing's happened with the ATF whatsoever. Drill, baby, drill. Nothing's happened. We actually just went to Qatar and actually just gave them, $1 trillion deal for oil instead of our own fracking. Like, What that we were promised has come to fruition other than the border? Can somebody in the chat tell me of anything we were promised, what has come to fruition other than the border? Border, I'm going to give them credit. Great job. Great fucking job at the border. Outside of that, what is coming from? Not the economy. The economy ain't fucking good. Prices aren't gone down. Gas ain't gone down. Anybody can tell me like what have we got that we were promised? Anybody? I'm looking for something in the chat that I'm missing. Jameson wants cheaper diesel. Yeah, for your fucking tractors that you're building a goddamn compound out with. Nothing. Well, we got tires season 2. That's fair. Tariffs. Here's a good one. Tariffs. Now I'll give Trump credit on this. Tariffs have been. Now I thought they would be good. Me personally, I actually in my master's program, in my business school, I got a ton of arguments about this. Tariffs have been great. We brought in what, $120 billion in tariff revenue, right? That sounds good. It is good. However, the new big beautiful bill added $3.5 trillion fucking dollars to the deficit. How much does 100 billion take off of $3.5 trillion? Oh, it's 1/30 fucking fifth. What? Oh, great. You brought in fucking 100 billion, but you added $3.5 trillion. Fucking cool, dude. Sounds awesome. Great comment by Jameson here. Since they blow our tax dollars, how about sending us fucking tariff money back? Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Which you keep saying they're going to do, but we ain't received any fucking refund. Quarter of it, or wait, what are we at? A third of a trillion? What are we at here? Let's look this up. I'm pretty sure it's 400 billion at this point. Let me look this up. We're going to find something here. Here we go. I found it right here. So, we got this going for us. $318 billion fucking dollars. 318 billion. 318 billion fucking dollars. Billion. That country is the size of fucking Connecticut. What could they even do with 300 billion fucking dollars? Where is that money going? Who's it going to? Am I crazy? 318 billion fucking dollars to a country the size of Rhode Island? I don't know. Maybe I'm spiraling, guys. All right. We're going to do a giveaway while we hit some super chats because I'm just getting too frustrated and we're going to get fucking canceled because we're spiraling. We're fucking spiraling. You guys are just making me fucking freak out the more I think about this stuff. All right, we're going to calm down. Let's look at what we want to do for a giveaway here. We're going to do another one of these. We're going to do another. Nope. Stand by. Because I know we're going to do another TK giveaway. Another TK tank top giveaway. Yeah, don't get canceled. I know. We got to. Also, guys, if you win, my wife is getting pissed off. If you win and you message us, specify what you won and the size you want. Black Munchkin hoodie. TK tank top. Munchkin tank top. Green Valhalla tank top. Okay, got it, guys? Good. All right, here we go. We're resetting. Resetting entries. Here we go. VFT's in the chat. Let's do it. TK sucks tank top. I might be able to get this. If for potentially for charity, I might be able to get TK to actually sign these. I don't know how much. I don't know how much we would have to. I don't know how much we'd have to pull off to get TK to get on board for this, but all right, VFT's in the chat. All right. Oh, let's hit some super chats while we're doing this. All right. Pop Penguin, the drug trade is the fourth largest. Oh, we got this one already. Dude, I love Modelo. Leave it alone. No, quit effing around. This is complex talk. Love your content. Appreciate you, brother. I do like Modelo too, man. Sell a great booze or sell a great beer. They don't have to. The Cartel doesn't run Modelo, or they probably do. If not, I don't know. Congrats on the 200K Trooper Mark Steele. $10. Thank you, brother. Yeah, crazy, man. I did not expect us to be here where we're at, but thank you all very much for being here and supporting the channel. All right, Dan Pop Penguin paid your mortgage and car payment tonight. Well, in fairness, right? He donated $5 and he said, "Prepare. I'm going to pay fucking out the ass." So I appreciate it, man. And another one on that note, I paid VFT's bar bill at least. Y'all don't get crazy with the cheese whiz. I'm out. We appreciate you, brother. Very, very generous of you tonight. Thank you very much, man. Pop Penguin, $10. Support the quality content. No shysters. We spend our money in the time that matters. Brother, you got to stop donating. You're good, dude. Just stop donating, brother. I appreciate you very much, though, man. Black Man Union, appreciate you too, man. $10. Last one, dude. I swear it was TK and not VFT. Damn it. You know, me and TK are pretty similar. We're both Green Berets. He's a UFC fighter. I'm 6'3", not 5'8". So there's some similarities, some differences. We each have some positives and negatives going for each of us. His career is over. Mine's just getting started. There's a little bit about that, you know. Anyway, Jared Scapping, $2. Put a TV behind you and put the protection flag up. We probably should do that, actually. I might just get a giant one for the live streams where we just cover the entire back wall. In fact, hey, look on Amazon for full-size Israel flag. My wife just said Jesus Christ. So there we go. We're going to get a giant Israel flag for the backgrounds. I'll be John for some free TK gear. Love it, brother. Jasmine, can we talk about the new... Oh, my God. I haven't watched this. Oh, fuck. Yes, we can. We'll watch some clips. New Trump. Love Juju Spunk, just like 2016. Thank you, brother. Where'd the Doge money go? Isn't that weird? We found all this fraud, waste, and abuse, and the money just disappeared, and we stopped talking about it, and nobody had any questions of that. Oh, it's super weird, isn't it, Jared? All right, Kim Graham, welcome. M. Corbin, what's up, brother? $5. Can we get a SF Vet Bro Coulter and a 2000 era ghost hunting show as a thing? I could try it. I don't know if it'll pan out on the channel. Keyshawn, $2. Thank you, brother. Gonna need some tattoo lore one of these days, bro. Oh, we could do that. I get asked that a lot. All right. Move to New Braunfels already. Isn't that where we stayed? That's where we stayed when we visited Texas. My wife said it's too big. But we're looking in that area. We actually went to, what was the water park? The Schlitterbahn Water Park. Chris, you probably know what that is. We went there when we were there. Actually, pretty good place, but my wife said it's too big. All right, let's hit the giveaway. Let's see what we got. We're going to choose a winner. Pull it up. Make sure we're not cheating here. And we got the Opulent Life. Ooh, Opulent Life. I don't know what to expect with this. This feels like a company almost. Did a company win this? Opulent Life. Winning a TK tank top. We need you to respond, brother. The Opulent Life. Nothing yet. come. What do we got? Nothing yet. All right, you got 20 seconds. Opulent life. You got to come in or we are re-rolling. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Canceled. Sorry, brother. Unfortunately, you did not respond. We got to re-roll. Re-rolling. For the TK tank top. Let's go. VFT's in the chat. Another chance. And then, yes, we are going to do what Jasmine wants, and we're going to take a look at the premiere of the new South Park episode. Let them ride. VFT's in the chat. Another chance. My what? All right. We got we have an 8 by 8 foot. We got a 5 foot by 8 foot. That'll be the entire wall. Yeah, we got an 8 foot by 5 foot Israel flag arriving this weekend. We're going to put Matt Tardio's wall to shame. Matt thinks he's got a cool Israel flag. Wait till we got the 8 foot by 5 footer. Yeah, oh yeah. That'll be the ultra protection. Nobody will be able to stop us now. All right. Here we go. Get them in the chat. Get them in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We got about 10 seconds and we're picking a winner. Re-roll. And when you win, my wife's freaking out. Message us. When you win, you need to tell us what you won. Specifically, black TK tank top, black Munchkin hoodie. You need to tell us your size that you want and your address. Do not message us and say, I won something. Okay? All right, here we go. Choosing a winner. Really? Well, you threw a VFT in there, 099. Are you in America, 099? Are you Elon Musk? Are you a computer program? You better fucking give us something good here. Let me know that you're in America. You're not a fucking bot. My God. We got Kevin. Kevin was the one. All right, it's me. All right, good. Message us on Instagram or email us. Brother, of all the people tonight, Kevin, the only goddamn American name tonight. We got Amirs. We got Shang-Chi, Zhongping, Shang-Xing, Zhongping. God damn it, dude. All right, let me calm down. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Let's look real quick. I can't do the whole episode. This episode's already super demonetized. I'm not worried about it. So we can go ahead and throw up what Jasmine wants to see. We'll put on a little bit of the new South Park, which I'm going to watch tonight as soon as I get off here. We're going to put up the preview for the new South Park episode. 099. I literally, let me see that. I literally just fucking told you. Do not. You guys probably can't see that. It says, hi, I won. Do not fucking message me and say, I won without telling me what you won.
Now he doesn't win anymore.
Oh, shit. Are you sure you want to do that to him?
No.
All right. My wife said you didn't win anymore, but she's not going to hold you to it. Fucking idiots. You guys, I love you guys. But some of you are just fucking retarded. Let's just be honest. Come on. Very clear directions here. Okay? Fucking I won this. Here's my address. Good fucking God. And the size you want. Not complicated. Holy shit. All right, let's watch some South Park and we'll do another giveaway. Fucking, oh God, you guys are fucking triggering me. All right. Let's watch this. Let's watch a little intro. I haven't seen any of these. I saw the first episode, right? Obviously, because I'm a huge South Park fan, but I haven't seen I haven't seen. I know I've seen like a little bit of the previews here and there with JD and Ice. Oh fuck it. Let's God, dude. I mean the Christy Noam killing the dog. Oh Jesus Christ, dude. I mean, I wish we could find the Charlie Kirk. Hold on. There's got to be the Charlie Kirk stuff, right? I saw. Oh, come on. I need like the actual clip. That's Charlie Kirk's reaction. I don't want that. I want just the actual the actual clip. I can't find it. That one was good though. Holy shit. All right. All right, we're gonna do one more giveaway. We're gonna hit the super chats, and then we're gonna wrap it up. We're almost at what? Oh shit, 3 hours. The JD Vance mini me. Yeah. Oh shit, I should be able to look this up. All right, JD Vance, right? That's all it should take. Oh wait. I think. Oh my God, I think I found it. Okay. Stand by. I think we found another one from the from the JD Vance thing. All right. Let's see. Hopefully this goes how I think it's gonna go. All right. Oops. Oh, Scripts to subscribe to whoever that was on accident.
Hey, will you get out of here? I'm Christy Noam, head of Homeland Security.
Oh, she seems nice. Okay, very pretty.
A few years ago, I had to put my puppy down by shooting it in the face.
We don't ask for experience, just show up. We don't care if you've read a book or grown up. If you're crazy or fat and lazy, we don't care at all.
As the face of Homeland Security, I'll be leading the way.
Oh my God.
Freeze!
I know it's tough doing what's hard, but we could use more men like you.
Oh my God.
Your Botox miss. I have no doubt that there are many, many Latinos in heaven. Remember, only detain the brown ones. If it's brown, it goes down. Jesus, look out!
Dog.
The president's handing out bonuses to recruits that stand out, and I'm going to recommend you for the next. Oh! Grab it! No more brownies in heaven.
Oh, not the Superman.
What is his fantasy, boss? Hey, will you get out of here?
Oh my God, dude. Would you like me to apply the baby oil to Satan's asshole, boss? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I gotta watch that episode. Yeah, Jasmine, that was a good call. Oh, wow. Yes, this episode, if it wasn't already demonetized, it's extremely demonetized now. All right, let's do this. One last giveaway. This has been a great one, guys. We're gonna do this. We're gonna hit the last super chats. Holy fuck. Okay, I gotta get it together. Let's do one more of these. One more of the new. These ones are really cool, actually. The new green, OD green VFT tank tops. Okay. So one more of these. Yeah, based episode is right. Holy shit. I'm about to watch that as soon as we get out of here. All right. So we got the green VFT. Got it. Cool. And we're gonna do to our giveaway here. All right, here we go. We're gonna reset. Let's go. VFT's in the chat. Final giveaway. Final giveaway. What? Yeah, don't mess this up. You're going to message me. You're going to say green VFT tank top with your size and your address. Don't fuck this up. Yep. All right, might take a little bit of time, might be about a week before you receive the green tank tops or the VFT tank tops because we're waiting on them to arrive from the screen printer. But, all right, let's hit these super chats so we can wrap it up. All right, TV better, the flags can change. Thank you, brother. Ricky Ross at $10. Congrats on 200K. Keep up the great work, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. We're doing our best. We're grinding. We're grinding. Try to put out the best content we can for y'all. Make y'all laugh. All right, Budaka at $10. Oh, snap. Congrats on the subs. Thank you, bro. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, isn't it? All right, Justin McKenzie. I don't know what this is. Thank you, Mr. Valhalla. Why is it that Army Special Forces average age is older than every other Special Forces community? Great question, and it is. The average age of a Green Beret active duty is 33 years old, which is old as fuck in the military, if you think about it. Typically, most combat armed soldiers are 18 to 25 because of the mission set. So what we do, we work by, with, and through a partner nation force. You need a very mature, sort of older demographic that's going to be able to handle that job. Sort of a warrior diplomat type of job. And yes, typically it takes a much more mature, older person to do the job of the Green Beret comparatively to literally every other job, including Delta Force and SEAL Team 6, much younger forces than what the Green Berets are. So that's why. All right, Backman Union, thank you, brother, for all the donuts tonight. Appreciate you, $10. I didn't win again because I put TK, not VFD. Damn, Manello. Yeah, you got to put VFT. TK is not going to win you the TK tank top. VFT is. Keyshawn Stewart, $10. Got fired from your job at the gym today for working out on the clock. Now I'm waiting on my law waiver so I can join the Army, getting an option 40 contract before I go fuck Fit Life, Columbus, Georgia. Hey, man. If you got fired because you're just like fucking working out at your job, sounds like you got some good motivation and discipline, and you'll probably be just fine, man. So good luck with that. Option 40, great contract, man. Tasking. I'm actually doing a video coming up, 2 different videos. One, Special Forces on life support, because fuck, SF is a dumpster fire right now. However, Special Forces versus Ranger Battalion. Ranger Battalion is fucking crushing it right now. So I'm going to do a video talking about which one you should join if you're young. Should be coming up in the next week or two. All right, Lee Blegan, $10. Tasking purpose article on the airmen and P320 involuntary manslaughter that came out at 15:30 today. Yeah, we covered that earlier on the channel, brother, or on the live stream. We're tracking. I was going to do a video on tomorrow morning, but I have a shooting competition in the morning, so maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. All right, let's get back to it. All right, final giveaway. Here we go. 10 seconds. Yep. Like Catherine said, item you won, size, address. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck this up. Bro, that's not getting me canceled. They love that shit. All right, here we go. Last one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It better be an American name or I'm going to lose my fucking mind. There you go, David. Solid stuff, bud. Solid stuff. There it is. David in the chat. Just a good, solid American biblical name. David. It's not an American name. Technically, no, but no name is an American name because all American names are biblically Christian, which David is. So he's fine. Yeah, Star of David. There you go. David's not responding, though. You got 20 seconds, David. You're going to get passed over, brother. You got 15 seconds. 10 seconds. David. All right, David. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. David. Oh, David. That's a fail. All right, resetting entries. David, sorry, buddy. You got an entire minute to just say the Passover comment. Last one. Here we go again. Roll it back up. Come on, guys. All you got to do is fucking comment after you win, and you're good. Hey, Peaches. Guess what, bud? Had you actually been here for, celebrating the 200,000 subscriber event that I have tonight, you would have seen Munchkin on the fucking channel already. But you decided to show up 3 hours late. So go fuck yourself, you 5'4" dwarf. And I mean that in all endearing terms, because I love Peaches. But Peaches, how tall are you? 5'6". I probably undercut you by a couple inches, and I shouldn't have done that. That was rude of me. I think Peaches is probably closer to like, huh? Peaches, you're taller than 5'4". Pretty sure we have a picture together. All right. What? No, I'm already resetting the entries. What, did he finally respond? All right. What's up, brother? Doc. All right. Apparently David decided to show up finally. So you're going to win also, David. And then we're going to give away one more to the new winner. All right. M. Corbin, $2. You're a meat popsicle. Hey, man. VFT Peaches CCT. Peaches wishes he was as good a JTAC as I was. Right? And by that, no, I don't have anything to say to that. I definitely was not anywhere near fucking as good as fucking JTAC as Peaches was. I was fishing for a fucking funny comment to go with that, but nah, it's not true. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing as a JTAC. Nobody ever let me drop real bombs, so I'll go fuck myself. But still, go fuck yourself, Peaches. How about that? Just because I couldn't come up with a good fucking reverse insult, still go fuck yourself. All right, last one. Here we go. Are we ready? Final winner. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. GWatt 42. Not the GWatt I was expecting, but all right. GWatt 42. What you got? Are you in America? Are you here? I swear to God. Oh, David messaged me on Instagram. All right, we got you, brother. Don't worry. All right, what do we got here? That's an American right there, boys. GWatt 42. GWatt 42's GWatt 42 is definitely an American. Based off of that comment right there. That's as American as it gets. Hell yeah, brother. And yeah, message me on Instagram, GWatt42. Yes, you did. Or email me at ValhallaFirearmsTraining@gmail.com. Also, don't try to cheat, guys, because we will just ask for you to show your user profile. Because we had a oh, he nailed it. All right, good shit, GWatt. All right, guys. Last couple super chats, we'll hit them, and then we are out of here. All right, Keyshawn Stewart, $5. TK has a hemorrhoid from an undisclosed combat injury, thus qualifying for his third Purple Heart. I mean, any type of anal joke, I'm going to give a thumbs up to when it comes to TK. All right, we did it, guys. This has been a good one. We gave a bunch of shit away. Great celebration of 200,000. I just want to say, obviously, oh, God. Who didn't? David. David, did you really just message us and say I'm here after we've said 1,000 times what you won, the size you wear, and your fucking address, David? God damn it. All right, so to everybody, thank you very much. This stream again was designed just to be for the big fans of the channel, followers of the channel. You guys been around for a long time. Thank you all for all the support. It's been a crazy ride. I did not expect in a fucking year and a half to be where we are right now. So yeah, I mean, next big one we're gonna do 300K. Who knows when we're gonna do it? I mean, we hit 100K in the end of January, and so who knows? Maybe 6 months from now we're gonna hit 300,000. I don't know. Who knows? In a couple years, maybe we're all sitting here together and we're at 1 million and be wild. So I appreciate we have an awesome community here. I appreciate all you guys always showing up, commenting on all the videos, watching the videos. I appreciate you all. I love you guys. This is a great job. It's this has been a great career movement for me. And I'm glad you guys get enjoyment out of me fucking sitting here ranting to you guys. So thanks for sticking around. And yeah, I don't know when the next video is going to be out. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. But yeah, I will catch y'all. We'll be back next Friday for the live, but I'll catch y'all in the next one. Thank y'all. I'm out of here. I'm going to go watch that South Park episode, actually. All right. See you guys.